I think black opened Tengen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the strongest opening according to AI.
Yeah. Paul can give us the insights. No, okay, let's see here. Standard opening, black, top right corner, 4-4-4-4. Almost all 4-4s around. Kevin plays a nice 3-4. Ooh.
3-3 invasion.
3-3 invasion. Would you do this if you're black?
I never do this. Hence why I'm AQ. So.
Right. Yeah. So the truth, obviously, Paul and I always joke. Wait, don't joke. We were reading some book actually by Yuan Zhou, who unfortunately didn't make it to the finals, but was competing, and he was talking about that the search for the truth and Go Second search for the truth in every move. So you'll probably hear us talk about that a lot. This move, this is the truth. This is 4-4. That's what's expected. Yeah, and then we got some common moves here, right? You extend. Do you know why you extend, Paul?
Well, if you Hane, you leave some weakness. So not the best to leave that weakness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, right? But
another reason, so this is a classic kind of Joseki, is whose turn is it?
It's Black's.
Black's turn.
Sente.
Sente is so valuable. Sente is so valuable. White's going to say, hey, go ahead and take a bigger corner. I want Sente. So Black does something like this, and then boom.
Another 3-3.
3-3 everywhere. So, White jumps in. The move numbering's fudge at 40. We'll have to see if we can figure that out. I know something in the chat mentioning that. Classic White 3-3. Black, hey, what do you think? Black wants Sente?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems legit. White jumps. Now this.
There is a difference here between the responses.
Yeah.
One space jump is sort of a knight's move.
So who has the true truth? Is it Remi or is it Kevin?
Got some robots in the chat. Apparently these are some AI moves. Look at this AI game.
Yeah, right. Playing in person, so no actual AI is possible. But I mean, geez, these guys must be beaming it into their brain. So, do the ladders collide? Ooh, what happens if White plays R14? And you know what? White did play R14. Oh wait, no, sorry, didn't play R14. Yeah, it would be interesting to see kind of this move, and there's some ladder variations that strong players will know about. I am not one of the strong players, so I can't tell you about them. But then, maybe the ladder's going to explode in the middle. That'd be kind of exciting. But yeah, all these moves seem normal. I'm not high enough level to super commentate on them. Black here, fixing their weakness, kind of looking at also kind of knight's move to go to the center later if they want. Well, then they make a shoot. Shoots and ladders. Classic shoots and ladders game. Yeah, is this even Go?
Go's been compared to so many games. Othello apparently shoots and ladders now.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's see here. So White extends from the wall. Yeah, classic Go. I am a crazy person, and I might play something like this toward the corner and just say, hey, my stick of 3 is fine. But I guess that extra move at B7 kind of changes things. I mean, now if you get pincered, in this kind of move here, if White pushes back from this side, Black can really put the pressure on White. So that would be kind of first. Yeah, whoever he yells Yahtzee first. Yeah. I think that might be the secret rule set they don't know about yet. So we'll see who yells Yahtzee today first. And then if you push from this side, now White stone gets kind of pincered here, and White was pretty squished. So I actually don't. Even though I might have tried to extend as far as I can, that would have been a pretty garbo move, and I would have gotten in trouble.
I play the start point because it looks nice.
Oh,
it's aesthetic.
Yeah.
Japanese Go, old fashioned. Just make it look nice.
Star point. That's some quality star point there. But I guess the star point maybe you can get undercut and then separated, or if you play on top, then your base stolen later, or maybe even just like, I don't know. Yeah, it must be a reason for not playing star point. Although here you can get capped, right? But center's not important yet. Well, actually, sorry, it's center side corner, right?
Sounds backwards.
Classic Go proper. Paul's calling me out here. He knows that I'm just joshing with you guys backwards. All right, so yeah, White extends. Black says open corner on the top. Got to approach the 3-4. This seems good. Get the diagonal.
I've never played this.
You've never played this. This was, just for people who don't know, an old style move, kind of Shusaku era. And Shusaku played this diagonal, and then pros came along and said, hey, man, this diagonal is garbo. And then AI came along and said, Pros, you're Garbo, because this diagonal is actually great. Can we complain about the AGA did a terrible job? Yes, you can definitely complain. You know, it's so hard to complain because it's like, who do you even complain to? Whose fault is it? And the reality is, it's just, you know, it's a whole system of people. So and it's hard to, you know, to really know who's supposed to do what. So I just stepped up and said, hey, let's do this. You know, a lot of support here from the Body House Club people and my local Go Club making this happen. So, yeah.
And you guys, you're here. If you're in the chat, you should feel fortunate.
Yeah,
watch an amazing tournament here.
Exactly. So instead of blame, we can. I'd love to focus on just making it better. New AGA president coming up, Gurjeet won, so maybe he'll change the game for us. Stevie, thanks for the raid, by the way. Welcome. All right, so yeah, we got the Shusaku diagonal here. Kind of classic AI these days, and white double pincers. Interesting, or double approaches.
Yeah,
Black. See, this is why I brought it up. Ooh, how do you feel about this move personally?
I don't know. I feel like if I were black, I would have just made a base with my stone at C15 or something like that. So I'd be scared that with the double pincer that both groups could potentially come under attack.
Right.
I'd be worried for like white now pincering this stone.
Yeah, you're worried about that stone.
Yeah.
Feeling the pressure there. I'm sure about to find out what happens, but let's look at what happens if black goes this way. That stone then feels much better, much happier. Actually, let's give it a little happy face. There we go, happy stone. And then white can make black feel sad. Something like this at the top. Probably not the right move, but the right direction, almost certainly. Or maybe even
that white top looks huge.
3-3 again for funsies, and like black, you know, it's gonna have trouble actually killing white here. White can kind of just get out at any point. But then I like this move by white though, because it is putting a little pressure on black's group over here, making them sad. So I mean, yeah, that kind of scenario might not be ideal for black. And how dead is this one stone? Let's find out. I actually don't think it is. Like, how does white even kill it? I mean, a move like this, which is not the next move, isn't going to kill black, right? We can lean on black, which is the next move. Look at that.
Oh, so
yeah. And then black can kind of run along here, and whoops, that's not a move, and just kind of escape and be fine. So I feel like, yeah, just to hone your guys' perspective, this black stone isn't actually as weak as we think. Now we're putting pressure on white, and we're developing the top, which is super cool.
Yeah, I like black's move because it's using the wall, and if white gets a tempo, they can make that wall look silly.
So let's see here. Got the lean. So classic lean. Yeah. Then black. Oh, that's my move. Okay. Black plays away. Oh my god.
How you feeling about that one stone now, Devin?
I'd
be concerned for that one little buddy.
Well, that buddy over there, you know, white could put the. I kind of wonder if black's kind of saying, "Hey, do it. Like, go ahead, white, take that one stone. That one stone is garbo and worthless, right? Because it's hard for maybe black to maximize that development with the one stone here. But the top left. But yeah, if white comes back right now. Then black just kind of like rampages on the rest of the board and wins the game. I don't know, like, you know, something like these aren't actual moves, but the idea is there's a lot of development potential for black, so it's a little too slow actually to kill that one stone. What is tempo?
Yeah. I've been watching the Candidates, which is this huge chess tournament going on right now. So tempo is not Go terminology. That's my fault. Watching a little too much chess recently.
Well, I honestly kind of love the idea of the word tempo. I think it really makes sense. Yeah, what is it? Chess? I don't ever heard this game. It's kind of niche. I don't know.
We don't need to bring it up.
Chess is a niche game from, you know, somewhere. Who knows? But okay, so yeah, this makes sense. Black plays away, taking a big corner here. Yeah, and then okay, white says, hey, the top is big, and you know that stone maybe feeling. There's a different kind of chess in the world. Chess in the body house? Never chess in the body house. So yeah, white kind of squeezes that stone there. Actually, sorry, I got sidetracked by Sarah Tibbs' comment. You said no chest in the Buddy House, but there is.
Shogi!
We did a cabin trip 2 weekends ago. It was super fun. Actually, thanks to Overlord Whale bringing us out to the woods and having a game time. We also played some.
More shogi.
Mahjong. Played some mahjong, which is fun, kind of like poker. But yeah, we change it up every once in a while. We just like to have fun, hike and play Go and study and stuff like that at the Product House. The game that must not be named. I love it. So White saying, hey, I need to start a fight because your corner moves big. Put some pressure on the stones here. And actually, this fight can kind of be good for White. Imagine Black runs out like this. White, that is what happened. Imagine that.
White builds a base.
White builds a base, which is a little too slow, but something like that could happen. Or maybe a little more pressure first, and then builds a base. And now we have two groups that we're eyeing, right? We're trying to attack this group. We can kill this whenever we want. And this is under attack. So White here.
3 weak groups.
3 weak groups. White's feeling chill. Black has 3 weak groups. There's a little bit of weakness for Whites in this area. And maybe a little here, but it seems fine-ish. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is kind of happening in their minds. White does make some shape to kind of strengthen themselves and put pressure on Black. I'm liking that. Forgive me as well on how these players selected. The original 14 in the tournament were 12 sent in an application, and were selected from kind of a pool of really strong players in North America, from Canada and the U.S. And then and Mexico was invited. Don't worry, guys. We invited Mexico. They couldn't make it this time. And then what you're seeing now, the semifinals, is the players who won the round robin over the last 2 days. So so the White stone here kind of getting stronger, kind of put some pressure. We haven't exactly our thoughts. Black wanting to keep the middle group safe, right? And put some pressure White. What do you think White's going to play now?
I would be just jumping out to N14.
Okay.
Something like that. Just get out of there.
Yeah. Not the move. Darn it. We didn't guess it, but that's okay. Yeah. I don't know where to play either. Maybe, what about a straight jump?
Well, yeah, that would be my move.
What about kind of breaking White's shape and building a base? I don't know. Oh, did you say M14?
Oh, I meant M14.
He meant M14. It was the move.
Yeah, sorry, I was. Yeah.
Good job. All right, so he misspoke, but he meant M14. Telegraph and Eric Yoder. Telegraph is out, but now actually we get the benefit of having Telegraph commentate with us, which, maybe at the end of the day is even better. But next time, who knows? Maybe next year Telegraph will do it. We'll have to actually ask Telegraph. I wasn't here earlier, but we'll see if he's going to do it again. So yeah, Telegraph will be hopefully doing some commentating with us tomorrow. Then okay, so White jumps out. Kevin says you can't kill me, and I'm going to re-put pressure on you. There is a bit of mischief sometime here, one day, maybe, kind of thing can happen, but it feels like bad shape because also Black shape's weird. These kind of pushes aren't going to happen, but it's.
Well, this is the type of game I hate to play as Black. Oh. When I play online and I get this group under attack, usually I just die, or I'm pushed all the way down the board and my opponent gets a huge moyo.
Right.
So,
but looking at points right now is kind of crazy. No one really has many points. Black has some cash in the bottom right and the bottom left, which is great. But other than that, we don't really have any solid points. So it's going to be a fighting game. I think we're going to be seeing a really exciting fight here. So Black leans. Wow.
Is this the live position?
This is this is the real position.
Okay.
But we haven't caught up to the game yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But Black leans. So do you know why Black leans here?
I suppose they want to reduce the potential of that group, White's corner group, from expanding downwards. Right,
and we're kind of threatening to kill it maybe if White doesn't respond.
Yeah.
So it's a threat that we're using our influence toward the center and while leaning on the White group. Exactly right. Yeah. Hey, F's in the chat for Telegraph, by the way. Everybody, F for Telegraph. But Telegraph, super exciting games. Watching his stuff earlier. So he did not embarrass himself. He really kicked butt. But he has a really strong field to fight. So yeah, we got good positives dropping some F's. Yeah, good. Hello, Hui. Hui. I don't know how you say your name, but that's cool. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and then us, we're just fun guys chatting it up. So commentary this round won't be super exciting, but we'll bring in some strong people too later. But hopefully you guys are having fun. Yep. So white says I got 11 in the corner. Kind of re-pressure, thread to cut black, right? Black. Ooh, the double honey.
The double honey.
The double honey.
When if I see this in a game, I'm like, ooh, my opponent blundered. But not here, because obviously this is a much stronger player.
Yeah. We got the Atari, right? And boom, that stone died. Now, okay, so to your point, white looks pretty good, and actually black in this position can't even do this crosscut thing to kill white. So what's your guess?
What is black doing? I don't even understand. What did black gain from this?
Right.
I suppose their wall is longer and more sturdy, but I don't really get it.
Yeah. And actually, chat, I'll be real with you. I have no idea what F's in the chat means either. I've just heard it and I'm memeing. So, but it's Overlord Whale is helping us become more cultured. So thank you. Yeah. So you're exactly right. The goal here is actually for strength. Almost certainly, the next move will be, boom. There. No. Yeah. Which is kind of giving black a little bit of potential life in the corner. And now that sequence from earlier works, right? So if white plays away, boom, boom, bam, white dead. So we get some forcing moves there in the corner, which is tight, and white captures to reduce the dodgy, so white has to respond. Black gets the Hane Incente. White has to respond. What do you think black's going to play now?
Tanuki!
If you're right, that'd be epic. What do you think black's going to play? What do you play as black?
I mean, I'm a simple man. I just cover my cut.
Cover which cut?
One of them.
I might Atari first to try and squeeze white to make them seem silly, but it might actually be Aji Keshi. Let's find out. Yeah, Atari. Okay, yeah. Right, because now look, white's a dumpling. You're a dumpling. They of course can cut and kill the corner. Atari and then Tanuki says go Dave. Let's find out. Oh,
there we go. There's the Tanuki.
Yeah. I tricked you. The Tanuki is one move earlier.
We're both right?
Although, is this a Tanuki? This doesn't feel very Tanuki.
You're right. It's a white group that's running. The base has been undercut. Yeah. I mean, this group, there's no base for it.
Yeah. There's no base. Black's cutting out the base and making a base for themselves and threatening to connect under, right? Kind of seeing these kind of moves to steal the base and save both groups. So that's kind of exciting. Cool. All right. And because now it makes white's S18 a potential Oh yeah. I mean, this was the game move. But if they play something like this, we can actually make it into a co, which is maybe better. And we don't want to dive into this yet, right? There's lots still going on the board, but we don't need to come back and connect there. So. Good point, go Dave. Awesome point. Chat's 9 down, so honestly, you don't even need strong streamers because chat will tell us the truth. So
chat's better than the AI. That's what I think. So
you hear that, chat? I think it's true. I think chat is. All right, so white does cover that kind of exact point that I said black could play to kind of connect under and hurt white's position. So now white's stronger and black can't connect under anymore. And so black jumps out. Black says, all right, I feel content enough on the top side. Black has some Miai kind of running out here or living the corner or building a base or something. And so they're feeling safe enough. And so they make the other group strong, right? And that attacks the white group. So because I am AI. Actually, I will say, definitely sometime in the chat, someone was chatting and I'm like, man, they're finding all the perfect blue AI moves. And then later I was like, oh wait, they have AI. It's they're looking at AI. Which makes sense. All right, so white's feeling the pressure.
Okay, there we go. Can we officially say that stone is done?
That stone looks so happy.
It's so dead. It's triple dead.
It's happy. It's healthy. It's only has 4 guys pushing into a corner, beating up on it. No, you're right. I think it's dead. Yeah. But what is black getting in the meantime? So white finally kind of catching up on points here because now white has this big chunk of points in the corner here. And if white can survive in this side, maybe a little bit of points here. If black can't really make points off this. and black didn't make it many points in the top right, so it's not going to be, it's not going to be we're not too uneven now. I think it seems fine a game to me, and white's move is huge, getting that corner move. Yeah. Also, just notice this shape too. This is kind of pretty shape. I was thinking of playing. Wait, why does black stop? Black plays twice. I was thinking of playing like a move like this, because in my mind, this is where chat said the game got a little bit biffed. So I thought maybe I'll have to find the real game. I would have played a move like this, but it doesn't expand as much and grow the territory.
Yeah.
Okay, the move numbering fudges at 40. And
Chariots, chatter, I see you. I know there's always Aji. We'll have to see if that one stone at the end of the game gets any Aji or anything going for it.
Yeah.
That would be really something.
Yeah. Paul and I have been exploring this idea of Aji together, which has been super cool. Stones aren't as dead as they look sometimes. All right, so anyway, black does solidify the corner over there on the right, avoids the co, and I guess by solidifying in the top right, black's so safe. There's only you want to really minimize the number of weak groups you have on the board, right? So now it's all going to be about the center area. There's some small endgame Aji, also stuff like E15. Yeah. E15 by black at some point could be really cool. Like maybe there's some leaning there to grow a little bit, or if black already has a move like this, then this is a kind of cutting shape that can occur. So yeah, who knows what will occur there? We got to give it some potential credit. All right, so yeah, black solidifies in top right, doesn't have to ever worry about that again, which is cool. White says, hey, I'm going to grow my group and attack you. Seems like it could go. Feels slow though to me, right? This very calm.
Well, white really likes this move. What do you call it again? This diagonal move?
Oh, yeah.
They've done it how many times? Like, we could circle 3 different groups that have it. Or 4, actually. So white believes in the power of, I don't even know what it's called.
The diagonal, yeah.
The diagonal.
Yeah.
So
diagonal's OP, apparently. We're just learning that. Just in. Only 101 so far. How about that? How many people live in the Baduk house? Only 101 people. We have 6 people living here, not including myself and my girlfriend. So it's a good time. If you want to come live with us, you can apply.baduk.club. It's a dandy time. Come live with us. Okay, so black runs away. Makes sense. Seems like a good go. And
Kasumi, that's what it is.
Boom, Kasumi. Yes, perfect. The Japanese term. Like that. White starting to get a little bit of influence in connecting their stones and trapping black in the corner. Again, black feels pretty alive-ish to me, but white's an absolute monster, so who knows? Okay, boom. Hey, I played this move earlier. Yes. Always fun when you're watching strong players play and you guess the right move. Timing-wise, of course, I didn't suggest it for the time, but it's not a bad idea. Can we just live there? That's how it works, Leo. People come and live with me. I feed them and house them, and then they help me run streams like this.
And you have to do an hour of Somego every morning.
Yep.
They set a timer and it counts down.
Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, black expands. All right, white leaning on the corner, getting a little bit of good shape themselves. Black will block, of course. Got it. Corner side center. Classic go. Cody is like, I stream all the time. It's a prison then. It's like a torture.
Yeah, I never do Somego, so I get whipped into shape if I lived here.
Yeah, but you've been coming over in the mornings, right?
A couple times.
Couple times.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Then we have white here playing kind of some good shape. It was surprising to me the first time I saw it, because I said to myself, hey, can't black just tar your stone? Don't you lose some sort of potential over in the corner? And wait, that's what happens? What do you know? The answer is yes, but if white's not going to connect here, it's too slow, then black will do something fun and exciting elsewhere, and lean on there, or I don't even know what's important on this board anymore. Probably lean. This feels good to me, but it's too slow. But white wanted it, and the reason why is white can do some magic. If black captures, white just makes good shape again, right? So we're just not worried about the capture. We haunted there to help ourselves make good shape and live, not to save that one stone. So that's just kind of what's happening here. Sure enough, yeah, white's much more exciting than my boring lean, which actually helps black. White plunges into black's territory.
Here we go.
Yeah. Plunging in at 03. Early morning, it's like 10 a.m. Real early. So pretty doable maybe for you. White plunges. Here you go. Right, this is exciting again. So I feel like the top fight settled, and now it's like down to the bottom right we're fighting. What do you think black's gonna do?
If I were black, I would be feeling kind of sweaty about my L3 stone. I would want to give him some support. Either like a jump, just a one space jump up is maybe what I'd think about. Or if I didn't care about him, I'd play like Q2. But that feels weird and slow.
Yeah, just put it in the corner, a little slow. I mean, we can look at moves like kicks too, which are kind of...
I never kick.
Is the move?
Oh, okay.
So I never kick. Kick is true.
I just never kick, so
didn't. Well, so this idea here of Q2 for you is the same idea. What we're trying to do is we're trying to say, and like Q3 is the same idea, is we're trying to defend the corner, and by being strong here, again, we're putting pressure on that white stone. And then white's like trying to run away, and then we eat whites, right? Or if white gets away, we get to kind of counterattack and maybe make points in the center or something, like, so like we're not feeling too sweaty about the L3 stone. That's the idea. If we're safe in the corner center, and we're putting pressure on white, which we are, that idea can be improved with a kick. Because one, we're getting more corner center, and if white play away, our follow-up is much more severe, right? So
a 6 Don once told me to never kick, and I've not kicked since. So it leaves some annoying weaknesses that I don't know how to deal with. But
yeah. So yeah, white probably just stands up, right? Good. Hey, line guy side. I usually avoid kicking too, to be honest. But once you become 6 Don, you can kick all you want. White's gonna stand up, oddly, and then now maybe black jumps. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I would have done right away. But yeah.
So pretty much, I think this guy over here might be ready for the next pro tournament, right?
Yeah.
Almost there.
I didn't know about this one. I would have been there if I knew.
That's okay, because no one knew about it. So Sorban, hey. So you need 6 Don to kick. That's right. Yes, exactly. Overlord Whale. Just become 6 Don. And actually, you don't even have to become 6 Don. Just like change your name on OGS to hey, I'm 6 Don, and then you can kick all you want. Insta kicked. Go says go.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got some debate about the kicker. We got kickers and non-kickers in the chat. So
I know. All right, but the kicking feels good to me. I mean, the problem is the white has this move later, right? So we kind of keep that in mind. Once white's stronger, they can kind of do some mischief in the corner. White runs away. I would do a poll if I could. I don't know how to do polls, but I would say, hey, Chad, let's do a poll, kick, no kick. Who likes kicking? So white runs away. Makes sense. I'm putting pressure on those black stones again. And wow.
The Kasumi! Okay, if there's one takeaway I have from this game, it's that I'm not playing enough diagonal moves. Because you, my original teacher, said, spread out your stones, Claim lots of territory.
What do I know?
These diagonal moves, too slow?
Too slow.
Apparently, there's a lot more here than I realized.
Nice. And we're hearing 5 Brain over here saying it protects the 3-3 move, right? Which I was saying earlier. Lion Guy Sai also mentions it. I also feel like it has some secondary benefit too. Like this kind of protects the 3-3 move, and I believe in a slow way. But now we can imagine white slapping some stones down like this and actually building that right side as well. Which is pretty beefy points if they can develop it. So yeah, protecting the 3-3 move here and probably reducing some white potential on the side, keeping a little extra pressure on the white stones. In Go we always try to get ahead, so I feel like these stones are kind of racing out to the middle. Black didn't race ahead, which to me feels normalish. But yeah, I'm learning this kind of high level stuff here protecting the corner here.
Well, someone even mentioned it. Someone said in the chat, I want more knight moves. Is there even a single knight's move on the whole board? Because, there's one. But I feel like I have like
right here too.
10 knights moves. I do a game.
And right here. Yeah. But you're right. Yeah.
I would, I'm always thinking knight's move. That's.
Yep. Yeah. Kosumi. All right. So sure enough, white feels safe enough with these 3 stones. Wants to build a little bit of territory on the left here and then chase black. So that makes sense. Remi runs away. Hey, making our favorite nice move.
There we go.
It's because you've been watching too much chess.
Yeah, too much chess.
Yeah,
too influenced.
He's too influenced by chess. He's trying to do the nice move. Nice move with nerfed in the 2015 update. Go. Okay, white. So yeah, looking at this move here, I kind of feel like if white just kind of kept coming from the outside, or even tried to run away like this, black might have some mischief with cutting moves, right? So we kind of see here instead the white protecting and kind of poking toward the corner.
And playing a Kasumi.
Look at this beautiful Kasumi.
Look at this beautiful shape that is coordinated by both players. They're working together to make aesthetic beauty.
It's like a dance. Yeah, it's glorious. So clearly good Kasumi here. Again, it feels like maybe I wonder if it unlocks some sort of Aji around these areas here later, and it helps keep the connection point at C, feeling safer for white. Black, though, putting some heavy leaning with the nice moves. Again, racing to be ahead. Didn't consume me this time.
Okay, now I do nice moves a lot, but never 2 in a row.
Right.
Because don't run with scissors.
Oh.
So okay, if I see this, I cut black. I don't even question it.
Yeah. You like here?
Everywhere.
Across?
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
I just
here?
Not there.
That's good. So maybe some cutting potential possible. So, but not yet. White just wants to be alive and strong. So white runs away. Hey, hit
back.
Yeah. So white's running away. Hit black stone. Black hits white back, taking away one of the liberties, keeping the pressure on. I imagine white will play a move like this now. Nope. But if they did, that's kind of not common response to hit back. The other one would be the cut.
And then finally, that would be tension.
But cut would be kind of garbo for white because we see white just gets cut off and crumbles. They get a cool outside, but black have to eat a big group. So that would be no good. And then I think this one here, let's try to figure out why they didn't do that. I think probably black would just drive white down. And the question is what's white even achieving here? Can they be counterattacking it? I don't know. Let's find out what the true move is. I wonder if it's what is it?
A fight seems inevitable here.
Oh yeah, we gotta fight.
I mean, the tension of the game has been building and building and building. It feels like we haven't had a real fight yet. No groups in serious danger. I think this is the moment.
Hey, Paul.
Here we go. Okay, we're cutting the knight's move.
Yeah.
This is okay. Yeah. Black blocks, and now we cut. We got to cut. There it is. Here we go. This is go.
This is go. Now I do kind of wonder though, cutting wise, I feel relatively safe as black, right? Because black kind of has some outs over here in this direction, some friends. Although those friends don't really have eyes, so connecting 2 big eyeless sticks doesn't, could be dangerous. But dragons.
It's a fierce dragon.
Dragons never die, right? I've never had a dragon die. Cute Atari on top. He has an adorable Atari, Overlord Whale. Adorable Atari. Over here. And then, white, like this stone's not super critical. Like black can just kind of come in from the bottom here and remove that kind of the points over there. So it feels fine for me. So now this kind of move, right? Push cut first. Wow. Black resisting.
Black can't live in there.
Black resisting maximally. So what's the?
Well, okay, the stone at 010 is under pressure, right? And could be netted, I think.
Yeah.
So it seems like maybe a Kasumi? Runaway dash. Oh, there we go.
Sorry,
too excited.
I turned down everybody. When Paul gets excited, I'll just block the mic. But no, it is exciting. Yeah, the classic Kasumi. Totally expected that. And now black's cut. All right, so if black doesn't do something, black stones, these 2 stones here are going to die, which is not good. Storman, I was rooting for Guangzhou as well. He had some great games, but like you said, tough field, not quite enough to pull out. And I had just seen Guangzhou at the Burning Board Go Festival in North Carolina. Paul was there. He was our sensei. Really incredible lecturer. People are familiar with him. I even have literally some of his books right here. The Style of Takamiya.
Ooh.
One of the first books we read together.
I might be taking this home.
Hey, look at that. So yeah, Lonjo's a great guy, but he got bested. Although I will say, Eric Yoder thought he was going to beat him, and he lost.
He lost to who?
He lost to Yuan Zhou.
Oh. Yeah. Well, he's on a roll. He's on fire. The passion he had during those lectures made it feel like he was the best Go player I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Will Remi be able to avenge the Europeans by beating Kevin? That would be super exciting. That would be huge. He has a decent shot this game, I think. Definitely feels pretty even still so far. Black, maximally still trying to eat those stones. I would have given up on eating that and just found something else to do. White saying, no, you can't eat my stones. There's probably some sort of cool Tetsuji here we're not seeing yet. Actually, yeah. I see it now. Boom, 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 boom. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what it achieves, but
it feels like Black's just dying in a bigger way to me. Wait, I guess Black can connect to their stones. I see. Never mind.
But that's not actually what's happened in the game. So what happened? Black does this one. I guess maybe same-ish idea.
There's your move.
Boom.
That Atari?
Yeah.
Okay, there.
So I think we're just we give up one stone here to sacrifice and connect. This feels weird for me from Remi. I kind of like my thing better now because I still don't quite know what Black's doing. I guess putting some pressure on this this group here. A little bit of pressure there on those stones. And pressure on White stones here. They still have not even one eye yet. They can make a second eye and a ko, or make an eye and a ko. But Black's also in trouble here. So I don't, they're walking the razor's edge here. Sure enough, White solidifies that group and putting some more pressure on the corner group and making potentially a little bit of points on the side.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that move. Sure enough, Black felt the pressure. Black says, hey, this 3-3 kind of invasion here, if I play away, maybe I actually die as Black. Some shenanigans happening here, blocked Hanahane under. Maybe that's not good, but maybe like this. They can run away like that, and then Black is a smaller corner. And again, there's probably actually just some sort of direct magic here. Like you just directly go here and start some sort of code for everything. I don't know. But we just don't deal with it. Actually, no, sorry. The normal one is here, and then you scoop it out.
Yeah.
So something like this kind of scenario. But all right, so none of that's happening though. Let's see what actually happens. Black just be solid in the corner. Makes sense. Classic Go. And then White's peeping.
I like that they're playing all over now. Like the moves are not being local anymore, which is interesting when the game gets to this state because it's like hard to prioritize where to play at this point. It's like what's most valuable, I feel like.
Right. And Overlord, great answer, and Oompa, great question. Because we're actually about to catch up to the current game state. We'll switch over to the other board and talk about them. It's 75 minutes main time and then 5 sets of 1 minute Bayoyomi, which means you run out of your period of Bayoyomi, your 1 minute. If you run out, you lose one of your 5 sets. You only have 4 left. If you don't run out, if you play like at 58 seconds into your period, you get the whole period back to play again. But these time settings are very long, so we're seeing kind of a long
1
time.
minute? If I was given that, I mean, the sun's setting and the sun will come back up and the game will not be over. Right. Yeah, the commentary has been pretty long throughout the days, but it should be. I mean, these are critical matches. This one's a little less critical. Any win or loss here will not define the game. So for people or who becomes next pro, other than it defines the pairings for the next match, which might be critical, right? Remi and Eric live together. If they had to play each other, that would be really intense. But really, it's potentially that you just want more wins. The more wins you have, the better, the easier it is. You have to play one more game, I think, or one more match of games if you lose here. So let's see here. So White peeps, classic Go. Do you connect? Always
connecting with peep. Good. Good. I have taught my student well. I'm so glad you're here. Of course, sometimes though the strong players they find some magical way not to peep. they defend the peep with something like this, and somehow that defends it or whatever. In this case, I think not. Just connect, just be solid. It's almost I wonder what this move by White's doing. It feels kind of thank you-ish. Black didn't have a whole potential in that area, so White's Kevin, so I trust his moves. And then White begins the counterattack. Yeah, this is the expected play. So White is not only strengthening this middle group here, but also chasing Black. But Black will be hard to kill. Ooh, hit back, classic go, but I'm really worried about the cut now. White pulls back before they punch. They don't want to do the cut yet. They got to get strong and keep their group strong. And Black better protects.
Connect.
There
we go.
Good. I should have had you predict the move again. You would have got it. Okay, we'll predict White's next move.
White's next move?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to go with the theme of what they've been doing, I feel like maybe some move around F8. I don't know. Keep the pressure on the group and build territory. That's not the best move, but my idea is attack the group and try to build territory in the bottom. Mm-hmm. Two-purpose move.
Now, knowing these guys are going to Kasumi on
that does not make sense in this case. If they Kasumi there, I certainly that would not be.
But I do like this move attack. We also kind of think about
maybe that move just directly is my idea.
Yeah, but I think something like that. Positive. I agree with you. Actually, 75 minutes is long for like a tournament game, relatively, but for a game at these stakes, even longer might be something that you'd see like a 3-hour game. So. But maybe you're joking too. But okay.
None of us. No one could have guessed that. I mean, what?
Well, all right. So this, I did leave a little clause. I said, hey, the top right group totally alive, and then I said given that White can't do anything up there, right?
Elephant side.
Where? Oh, hey.
Easiest move and go. Just play inside the elephant side immediately. That's how I play.
Yeah,
seems to work out.
Not the move in this case, but yeah, it's elephant side, poke the elephant eye. Feels good. I like that. If White tries to run out, we would want to try and keep them in. Question is, when do we do it? If we do it now, we kind of lack the strength to kill White, right?
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be good. So we have to kind of run once more, and then White can run again. Do we hunt it out?
Yeah, it seems like Black's probably dying.
Still not quite yet. We got to fix this cutting something here so I keep doing this. And oops, so Black keeps dying. So we got to run again. And then White does have a bit of an issue. White doesn't have an issue. Wow, look at that. Look at that beautiful shape. All those Kasumis coming back to help White, keeping them connected. So Black has to run again, right? And run again, and White's out. Now the problem is, corner, really feeling the pressure. So elephant's eye, probably not the critical move right now. But my kind of somewhat dominant intuition here, they are relayed on OGS. Here, I'll drop a link to the list of games. Actually, there's only 2. Let's drop the 2 games. Boom, there's one, the one we're reviewing now. And then here's the other one. Oops, spoilers. Here's the other link. And then they're being shown live on Badu Club, or the results standings there. You can see below me here the link, and that link also has links to the games, the past games as well, and the who won and stuff like that. So definitely go check out the Badu Club page. But here's my real thought about White. If White did the move we thought earlier, something like this, and Black ends up getting out, it's totally fine. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't mind. I was thinking there might be some sort of magic in here where Black can kind of like split them and ruin both shapes and attack. And so White wants to settle their group in Sente ish, Sente up here, kind of helping out this group. Because if Black just does something like this, White's kind of has a base over here anytime White wants. So White can be much more aggressive. White can play some moves like this.
Pull it more attacking.
Right. So
harder to connect.
If White feels more safe, they can go way harder on attacking. Typical time controls for the Open. The U.S. Open at Go Congress is an hour and a half per player. At Opens I've seen like in Chicago and one I ran in Ohio, Midwest Open 45 is more normal main time. So I'm still trying to squeeze in a bunch of games. All right, so, but yeah, we see this move. We don't let white settle too easily. White does get to potentially eat a stone. So white did kind of settle here. So black can't, I guess, stop white from settling. The move is nice. You can see here, white can now come back and eat the stone whenever they want, right? So that goal was achieved, but it is, and black had to get a move here. So white has Sente. And how will white use the Sente? By putting pressure on the corner again. Interesting. Ooh, do you see what I see, Paul?
There's no longer a monkey jump. That didn't matter anyways.
Yeah, the classic monkey jump, but they're not looking at that.
No. No, there's not two eyes. No two eyes.
This group does not have two eyes, and it has no friends nearby. I mean, there's like one out right now here, but if black does not act immediately, black will be cut off from his friends. Yes, Sorman feels it too. The loneliness of these poor stones. Left to die in the mountains of Colorado. Gone are these stones, but I'm sure black will not let them go. They'll play a fancy move like this. No, they'll find some sort of a good move. K7 says check. K7. Am I looking at that right? K7? Yeah, that feels like a cool shapely move. Again, it attacking white and kind of getting out, get a little bit of shape. But I'm just so chicken. I want to like get out immediately. I feel really in trouble here. I don't even know what to do. What does black do? That's one. Okay, sure. I guess same idea as K7, but much more active, right? We're going to forcing a response while trying to make good shape. We're getting the nice move, hitting. Right, hit back. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Sure. Hit it back. Classic go. So, and then black extends. We talked about that earlier. Push, kind of trying to hurt the shape of black a little bit. Might expect to move like this, sure enough. Black's trying to stay connected here. But again, black is still not out. Black is if I'm Remi, I'm feeling sweaty right now.
Oh, I'm feeling devastated.
Yeah.
I see no way.
So, boom. With another move, white's both doing two things, right? White's kind of connecting-ish the group here, and again, putting pressure on black's eyeless group. We look at this B stone, it's half an eye, because if white ever fills at L11, at C, there you go, then B is not an eye. So we kind of, got to keep that in mind. And this is the game. This is where we're currently at, folks. I'll remove these random letters.
Oh, we've caught up.
We're caught up. So Kevin's a machine. Harry Blob is 100% right. Yeah, and actually, so we got some people looking at the game on Catago. Harry Blob's kind of reporting in. Probably blue move after blue move after blue move. And blue moves basically mean this is the AI's 100% recommended move. No move is better. So yeah, it's not good if you're going up against an opponent, even if you're strong and you're making kind of half-point mistakes. If your opponent's making 0-point mistakes, you're gonna lose.
I usually get 2 blue moves in the first 4 moves of the game.
Okay.
Total.
Hey. 4 blue moves. Good job.
Right in the corner.
Play in the corner. You would have got some blue moves in this game, right? Where the hit back, cut extend, stuff like that. Yeah, all right, so that's this game. Let's switch it over to Eric Yoder and Alex Chi, see how they're doing. Yeah, Kevin makes tiny mistakes, don't get punished. Exactly right. Oh, Sorman's coming up with a thing here. We'll switch over 1 second. I feel like black has too many fires to put out. Maybe the emergency I N5. Yeah, right. Emergency I here. But fighting back at Q10, 11 looks good too. Yeah, so black really has to struggle from this point on. So play the song Blue. Blue da da dee doo ba ba boo da boo dee. All right, okay. Don't get copyright struck. Okay. Because that's pretty accurate, right? Yeah. Thanks. All right. How are these guys doing? They're not even. We're up to
this game's much further along.
100 in the first game. This game is only 60 moves in. That's incredible. But again, yeah, these guys are really going to juice the time. So let's look at it and see what's going on here. Again, you can follow the games live. Go to the link below at the Baduk.club 2020 PQTS, links to both OGS games. And a lot of people are in the chat there on OGS chatting with each other. Hey, don't leave us because we love chatting with you guys. Hang out here, and Paul and I are going to tell you how it's going.
The sad thing is, in Europe, it's getting late, almost bedtime. So that's going to be.
Paul, I love your knowledge.
Well, it's just because I stream usually at like 2 p.m. and then the European chatters are like, yeah, it's 2 a.m. here. I'm like, what? You're watching? Like, what do you go to sleep?
Wait, it's 2 a.m. now. Well, no,
I don't know about now, but like
it's 3:40 on the East Coast of the United States. So yeah, you're right. It's literally like there shouldn't be.
Oh, it's not even 10 p.m. Okay.
Oh, in Europe? Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, this is perfect time then.
Yeah. Get off work, come home, watch these Americans beat each other up. North Americans beat each other up. And speaking of which, slight side rant here. The AGA should be the USGA, right? It's the United States Go Association. It's not America. Americans, United States citizens love to say we're Americans, but it's a weird claim. And also, Paul, do you know the other AGA?
AGA, American Go Association.
No, that's what people think the AGA is. Do you know
KGS?
The true AGA?
No.
The true AGA is the Australian Go Association. That's right, folks. You heard it here. Australia, poor Australia. We went and said, hey, we're the AGA too, and stole their name. But actually, I guess maybe we were first to our AGA name. I don't know, but USGA. That's what I say. We should be the USGA. That being said, I am an AGA board member, so hopefully I don't get myself in trouble with them. They're like, Devin, what are you saying? All these rabble-rousing things again. NAGO is better. Yeah. NAGO. North American Go. And actually, you know what? AGA's website is USGO. It's usgo.org. It's just USGO. Like United States Go Organization. That'd be a fine name. All right, anyway, sorry. Rant over. On to the game.
Eric. This is Eric, right?
Yeah. It's our buddy Eric here. Eric's playing as black. We got white as Alex Chi. Again, young prodigy Alex. And then Eric, this man of the mountains, the Kentucky Appalachians, coming out to learn Go. He learned Go from a pack of wolves, actually.
I love Eric because whenever I have like a question for him, I'll be like, Eric, look at this position. I'll be like, is this an okay move? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what about this move? He's like, that one's possible too. I'm like, what about this one? He's like, yeah.
Chat can't see your hands because literally Eric does exactly this. Like,
he like does this thing. And I'm like, wait, every move is possible? This doesn't even make sense. He seems like creative. Like he can make anything work.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah. And actually sometimes I'll review games with Paul and Eric's watching and I'll be like, hey, Paul, this move's good. And then this move here is bad, Paul. You should have done this one. And then Eric comes over and says, no, Paul, this move, your move is fine. Devin doesn't know what he's talking about. So yeah, I love and hate Eric for that. That's good. Eric got top 4 positive. Isn't that exciting? Learn Go from a pack of wolves. Thank you for quoting me on that. I was hoping someone would take that to be real. Okay, all right. Ooh, can't wait to get to where we're getting in to the game for Eric because somebody just dropped some F's in the chat on OGS. So that's
I learned you. You learned that at 29.
Eric learned at 29. Yeah,
that's funny.
He's come down to our level 19. Anyway, here classic openings. Here another 3-3 invasion. Just good go. Get the high jump. Ooh, that move's interesting. Haven't seen that one before. Strong players in the room. I'm sure.
I'm thinking Moyo immediately. Influence.
Yeah. But can't get too much influence. I mean,
the black stone's already there.
Black's gonna be fine.
Already got a base in there.
Maybe now you can kind of slap on the top of black here, or maybe even do some sort of pushing magic. If we go this way, then we can see that we've laddered the stone. But this feels weird because we're not really achieving anything in this case. So we'd probably cut on this side, and then we get to eat the corner. But the ladder has to be valid with this stone. If we don't have the stone here, right? Let's say we Tanuki over here. We try to push immediately. Then when we go on this side, the ladder just doesn't work because we're going to hit this stone here. That's kind of what I'm seeing for this move. So from my low level position. Any links to season games? Yes, Frozen Soul. Check the link. Butter Club 2020 PQT down below, and they have both games. You can check it out, and you can see the standings of all the players that have played so far and their games. So yeah, it's interesting. I feel like I've written live standings, but no one sees it.
So both games started with an immediate 3-3 on like move 5, right?
Right.
So I'm learning. I'm ready to hit the ladder tonight. Like just 3-3 immediately. That's it.
And so black connects to avoid that exact kind of ladder shizness scenario we were looking at. Yep. Then we got white expanding here. Makes sense, right? White took the high move, building the Moyo. Looking kind of Moyo-y for white. But of course, will black stones die? Probably not. Black runs away. Eric's going to be staying alive and hit back.
Yeah. If it was Remi, you just let that stone die. Just Tanuki.
It's fine. Then we cut. This is the other one I talked about. Cutting. Cutting is very exciting. White extending down, right? Cut extend.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly, though, yeah, I guess I kind of would expect this extend. If black goes for like a ladder this way, though, we can kind of see white pulls out a stone and connects these guys and gives black some Moyo, but kind of resolves the situation there. Maybe something that'll happen, but this one here, if black defends, takes immediate profit on this side, and black still, has to spend a bunch of moves to kind of get their group out. Maybe do some fancy stuff too, but it's like a little more safe. So, we got. No, this is I'm like, that's not the right move. Oh, black dies in the corner.
Whoa.
These guys are playing some high level
This
go.
is much more fighty from the beginning.
Right.
Right.
And we saw
a lot more hand-to-hand combat.
We kind of got a hint, and you can see on the right on the screen, this game has not progressed as far along. So,
wait, which color is Eric?
Eric is black.
Okay, I believe in black.
Yeah.
I think the more fighty it is, the better for Eric.
Yeah.
Because he's such a strong reader. His intuition is so good.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Both intuition and reading skills. Eric's incredible. But I mean, you don't know Alex. Alex
is true. I don't know Alex.
Alex doesn't even make mistakes. I've never heard of those. So we'll see what happens. Every game of Eric's game is tough for him in the beginning. Right. And he can pull out some good stuff. So yeah, so black goes to the corner, hit back, playing some good shape moves, kind of putting some pressure on white. White also making good shape moves, feeling very alive here. Even if black pulls out the stone, we can see kind of white's going to be chilling like a villain in this corner here. Pulling some pressure off himself. And then Eric extends, threading the ladder. White extends, cutting stone. How do you feel about that little black stone there at N4?
Aji.
plenty of Aji there.
Also, I don't mind Black's direction of play with his group because it's sort of headed towards the Moyo. So I don't know if at some moment, if it kept heading in that direction, that would be good.
Right, yeah, we really are kind of worried about White's Moyo, so we want to try to actively erase it somehow.
Because if I was White, I just want to build the Moyo right now. Just, 8. Probably premature. But.
Right. All right, anyway, so now we put a little bit more pressure on White's group. They make some nice shape to live here. We make some connecting shape. Careful, though, we don't want to play this move, Paul. Paul, tell me why.
Empty triangle.
Empty triangle. That's right, chat. That's right. Empty triangle? Never. I put it on your empty triangles. Don't do it.
He doesn't even play when it's good.
Yeah, I would rather die. I'd rather die in Gote than play an empty triangle. That's how I feel about it. But obviously, strong players play empty triangles all the time. But when they do, they play it for a really good reason. So this is not the good reason here. Another reason why is you get this peep, and now you have an empty triangle that you've connected, and you have another empty triangle, and like White's just fine, and you feel silly. So squeeze that Aji juice. Squeeze the Aji juice. All right, so now we're kind of getting good shape, putting some pressure on White's Moyo. White defends the Moyo. This makes sense. Black over here taking the corner. Wow, holy cow. So Black says, hey, my group on the right, totally fine, totally valid. I'm going to play it here at F, and then also later, moves like this kind of expand Black and force White to be kind of smaller, capturing that one black stone. So we're looking at kind of reduction a little bit on the bottom side here. And so white also says, hey, yeah, your group's totally valid, totally fine there. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go play corner side center. Corner side center is good to go. All right, what's black's next move? What do you play here as black?
I mean, just knight's move away.
Yep, call him.
Although, yeah, that's what I do.
Although what?
I mean, pincer is obviously possible.
Oh yeah, well, and especially look at that nice.
Well, yeah, it would work with the stones on the bottom, and I guess if you, knight's move, it's maybe a little close to your stones on the right side there, so there's more space on the bottom.
Yeah, well, what's interesting too is developing the top here, just to give you some insights. Like you're on the third line, so you're not going to get a lot of stuff on top, right? It's a little bit of lack of potential up there, so we're kind of thinking about that. And
what? Never kick. I can't look.
Yeah. I'm over here like never do the empty triangle, and Paul's like never kick. Yeah, so the kick is strange to me too. What white stands up, then you take the top side, and then white extends, which is like kind of normalish move, and white can even extend a little further maybe, although that's actually kind of feels bad in this case. But this. Obviously they didn't play this way, so maybe it's not good for them. But yeah, the kick is strange here. So Eric kicks, and then jumps up this way, and then white extends this way.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. But again,
well, to your point, you said the other way was 3-3, but now he has a 4-4 stone, or not 4-4, but a stone on the fourth line.
Right.
Comparatively.
Right. Yeah. So drawing upward here is a little more value on the top side. You're right. 100%. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. But there's some juice for white. I mean, the problem is later, once black beats white to Tengen and wins the game, then this approach here puts some sincere pressure on black, because you get free moves like this. You get this becomes super, super painful, and black's kind of feeling trapped. So the approach here makes black kick again or something weird, and then you never got the top anyway. So I don't, we'll see.
Kasumi.
We'll see who beats the other person over there. Double Kasumi, right? All right. So yeah, we do kind of put some pressure right on white. Expand from the bottom, corner side center. White relieves the pressure, kind of gets safe, jumps up, and then black does this.
Nice.
I like it.
I love it.
I like it. Yeah.
Feels like black's beating white to the move that they love.
Yeah. Well, and looking at the kind of, we got here, nice move. That'd be kind of cool. So 3 in a row, that feels good. And then another thought too is like vector lines. We're drawing like a vector line between these two. This triangle stone is directly on the vector line, so that kind of feels like a key spot to play if you want to reduce someone's moyo. We're talking about moyo being important here. That indeed reduces it. Now white has a choice, right? White can say, "Hey, I'm so sorry, for disturbing you, sir. Please don't hurt me," and then black runs out. Or white can say, "Wow, thank you for the donation. I would love to eat your stone." And sure enough, that's the move they play.
Yeah.
White obviously is not going to back down here. Alex is no coward. And even if you're a coward, I mean, it'd be horrible to back down. At least attack to get some sort of interesting shape here. Now, again, we are trying to keep in mind there's this cut issue over here, just so you know, right?
Yeah.
So keep in mind these cutting stones.
Also, it is worth considering as the moyo builds on the bottom, the black group on the bottom could come under some distress.
Yeah. If we imagine white pulling out these stones and then later pulling out the stones.
Unless it already has 2 eyes, but.
And then some issues here or here.
I guess
it might actually already have 2 eyes. I wonder because
maybe it's safe. If it's safe, then it's not a problem.
Well, actually, look at this. It looks like 1 eye to me. I'm seeing 1.
I mean, most definitely not yet, right? But
yeah,
potentially.
Way too early. So yeah, we're kind of keeping that in mind because we're super strong players over here. Wow, white.
Let's go! I love this. Eric has no fear.
That's incredible, actually. I would not have expected this move. Black says, "White, you're a fool." In fact, I'm actually attacking you because I did kind of mention. Remember, this is the coward's move because we're trying to connect to our friends. So black says, "Hey, don't be so brave. I'm coming at you." But yeah, geez, what in the world? So we get this peep in. It helps with the cutting magic up here. If there's some sort of cut ladder scenario now, it's a lot safer, right? We can kind of see that stone helps. And another issue too is this beep here makes black heavy. So we're feeling a little bit of heavy, little thick boy, not in a good way, not a good thick. Thick can be good and go, but this is not here. We're just heavy. We're just not good. So yeah, but now white does something like this probably. Hey, look at that, white did cap. And yeah, black. What in the world was black hoping to do here? This move, while super impressive, feels like a throw.
I don't feel that way only because it's Eric Yoder. I believe. Believers in chat, raise your hand. I mean, I believe. I'm a believer. Eric.
If you're a believer in watching this, raise your hand. Maybe Paul can see. Yeah, these 3 stones look silly now. Magi says, I agree. Yeah, they're intense. But, of course, we're still going to get something out of it. Let's see.
Okay, there's the plan. Because obviously Eric would have thought about the cat.
Right. Eric thinks about the cat. Eric would have seen this. Eric's not playing like, crazy go here. And it looks like we're still looking for that cut, right? We're going to be active for that cut. White says, hey, cut is connected. Yeah, Zero Ben, we're obviously too weak here to understand the but that black here is actually really fine, but it's over my level. So, and then pushing through this way, wow, look at this cool shape. So we get the peep of the cut, white defends, and then we get make the cool dog's face. If you don't know the dog's face, I'll highlight it here for you. Doggo, this one, and kind of making good shape to run out and cut white and stuff like that. White hanes, extend, sure. I mean, I like guessing. Guessing is fun. Push. Yep. Awesome. And then something cool like this. Nope. What happens?
So, yeah. From my perspective, given that black lives in this moyo, I'm looking at this game and I'm saying black has the bottom left corner, the top left corner, and the top right corner. And where's white's points? I feel like I love it.
I love that perspective. Yeah, it's still a little cheating here. Let's ask Score Estimator. Oh, white's still ahead. I mean, I think the problem is these points are cash money, right? There's no top middle, but I am surprised a little bit by the Score Estimator saying white's ahead. I guess white gets Comey. I guess Comey, that's big.
Well, yeah, it was giving white points right below their wall, which I'm a little skeptical of.
Oh, here?
No, on the top, right there. It was giving.
Yeah, so we'll see if that kind of evolves. So, but AI thinks white's ahead of this position. Oh, that's my move. That makes sense. Cut. Very exciting. White will have power through, though. That's a nice way to be able to dictate the rest of the game. Combined with the fatigue of the 2 games in a day, I wouldn't want to deal with white's wall. Yeah, it's true. Actually, you're right. I mean, white's having a lot of potential influence here to do some sort of interesting stuff. So, got to kind of keep that in mind. As it's hard to give those point values, but they're actually really valuable. So, all right. So black cuts maybe to reduce some of that, and then comes back and does some living stuff. So apparently, white's convinced black is semi-alive and protecting their own cuts, which is good. Bias. Hello. That's right. We thought, we can't give great commentary, but I'll put on a nice shirt and invite my handsome friend over, and then we'll at least you guys can look at some nice board and some pretty faces. So, Farak too, hello as well. Okay, so black keeping the pressure on white's group here. Yeah. White's group is cut now, right, with the stone, and so now we're peeping at the cut here. We can imagine if they block, there might be a little bit of magic here. Heart of the cards magic. Okay, this looks not good for black yet, but maybe it's somewhere deep in there. Let's find out. So that's my random variation. We cut our peep, protect, sure. Also, I guess actually, you know what it is? It's so black extends here. Black is going for the big kill. We're not trying to push and cut. We're trying to ruin any white's potential good shape for eyes and stuff like that. So that's what the peep is for. S11 for W after cut. S11. Yeah. Also, I mean, with the push and cut too, to your point, we're restricting black's liberty. So this is kind of garbo for black. So black's never going to want to make that cut. I'm totally wrong here. This move here is to reduce probably white's eye potential in good shape. Kind of make it feel weird. Boom.
There we go.
Still does it. Does it work, Paul?
Well, if you push and white blocks, then you only have 2 liberties. So we got to cut first.
Cut now. Yeah, cut now.
Gotta cut first.
Yeah. Cut, and the thing is, though, we will win the race here, so that's good. But there must be some sort of benefit we're not seeing. Wait. Oh no, cut was my move. I was just being silly. Okay, yeah. I was like, that's weird. Why is White doing this? Yeah, sure. White comes over here and disrupts this black shape. All right, black has a hard choice to make. Black's been peeped 2 places, right? If we block this way, we're gonna hit the Atari and then maybe cut here.
Where's the eyes now?
Yeah, where are black's eyes now?
And now that white wall is staring down that black group, not feeling so good.
Or even just a peep like this, and they're pretty eyeless. And then, or we block here's black, and then get to cut like this way.
I think you got to do that way. I don't know.
Well, black disagrees. Black played here because otherwise it's just too painful as well. And white, I guess, doesn't think they can quite kill yet, so they need to keep surrounding, right? Because imagine you try to kill, but then black runs away and kills you on the outside, right? Because these white stones are pressure. So that makes sense.
Okay, gotta get eyes.
Exactly right. Black can't cut R9 and Sente because of the Liberty shortage. Right. Hello there. How is Remi's game going? Remi's game is going well, Whithack. Check out.
Well, there's a big question for the middle group.
Yeah. You can kind of see in the top right. I actually am not following it at the moment, so let me look very closely and see. Big middle group kind of fighting scenario going on here, but he is going against a monster. So, right, exactly. Pee-wee said he's still alive, but he's facing Kevin. So that's where Remi's at. But Remi's strong. So you know what? I'm actually. You gotta get an upset, you know.
We need believers.
We need believers. Like, Remi beats Kevin. That would be nothing against Kevin, but like that would be much more exciting. Like, of an upset. So, yeah. I think Overlord Wales, right? There's some center issues. So, all right. So over here, Black decides to, of course, live because Black's trapped in. Painful for Black. Painful for Black to have to spend an extra move here to get life, and that all makes these cutting stones for him feel weird. And then, the white stones here feel safer too. But white says, no easy life. Sure. Black goes back to live. White peeps again, kind of really trying to maximize the sadness for Eric here. Eric's feeling very sad, connecting everywhere. Kevin greater than world. Lol. And then, and so I think probably if white just connects, then it's Sumigo time. Where do you play as white?
Inside.
You go right here?
Sure.
Yeah, this looks bad for Black. So
you can't do that.
Now, this move actually here is kind of interesting. Maybe if white goes like this, you can connect under. Hooray, we escaped. But also white can just go here, and you do not have enough room for 2 eyes. So Black actually is just kind of a goner if Black connects there. So we don't see the connect, right? We see here this move. But I'm still kind of wondering, are we a goner, right? Like, I still kind of want to play like this move. Sure enough, Alexander Chi and I, mental link here. I could feel it.
I'm getting a little worried.
I'm getting very worried. Yeah, so we expect to move like this to try and connect under, but white will just block, and then do we actually have enough to live? No, we don't. Maybe the game hasn't progressed because the game's over. Black jumps out. Do something to run away, something else?
Yeah.
And then white pushes, and then Black does this. And that's where we're caught up to. All right, chat. And
kind of what I was saying is the invasion in the Moyo created this wall for white on top of the bottom Black group, and it did become a problem.
Yeah.
So that was kind of hard to see what would happen there. I wonder if white had that in mind as they were defending their Moyo. Maybe they're like, you can live in here without too much resistance, but my real goal is at some moment to like really make the bottom group very uncomfortable.
Right, so white's attack here, building this Moyo, or are you saying even further back?
Whatever, yeah, just right when Black goes in to the Moyo.
Yeah, and right here.
Right here, yeah. This move.
Yeah, you called it out. You said, hey, this move not only attacking that white stone, but also putting some pressure down there. And I'd love to run this move through AI, or maybe anyone's chest already ran through AI. it feels, while it's a good vector lining move, it feels oddly placed because while it destroys the Moyo, it gives white a lot of free attacks and stuff like that later. So, but it's probably good. It's probably the mistake is like the AI loves to do this kind of stuff. It invades and then just lives everywhere. And the mistake might have been, somewhere like this move or something. Black and
maybe at some point black should,
one's out here and
should
then
become safe again first before continuing to attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Safe getting out, or this move feels good because it's direct pressure, but maybe now something like this.
Yeah.
So, because it just feels I feel so nervous for these black stones.
Well, yeah. If we go forward some more, what was the moment that maybe this black group becomes under real threat? Okay, here maybe.
Yeah. Well, so black goes here to try and really kind of like say, hey, I'm super awesome. Like, you can't kill my bottom right. I lived in your right, and now I'm attacking you everywhere. But yeah, this maybe is too cautious. I mean, maybe it's too bold. We should have seen something like this, or even just in other games we were watching too. We saw kind of this turn here to not this turn, exact turn, but like we saw moves to become super strong. Like this actually might give you some eyes.
That empty triangle. You were saying that this was a no-no, and it turns out this move was maybe critical.
Yeah. Peter Theater says, first time chatter, welcome. R12 and 12 instead would have made black life so much easier, if I'm honest. White got so thick from completely surrounding P12. Yeah. For sure. Surrounding that one stone made white so thick and then easy to attack. And R12 and 12. Let's look at that. I think he's talking about this move.
Yeah.
So R12. Oh, deeper, right? And then there's like less, if they jump here, you're feeling solid because you're not too attacked. Or if they come here, you can do some magic. Stepping down instead of jumping out, very bold. Yeah, I agree. This is when I saw this, I was like, wow, it was like exciting. But
and it's interesting because the move white played P5, which ended up being deadly, is like they Tanuki away from this for a long time, and it's like this move that white was probably keeping in their mind for a long time, and then they like play it, and like sometimes I have that in my games where I have a move, it's like a deadly move that I want to play, but I wait for the right moment. And it's like white pounced at the right moment,
right?
To play it.
Timing is huge in Go. Let's see here. All right, so Harry Blots, the filthy variation, S11, R11, S13. So S11, what is that? S11. Interesting. This commentary reminds me of when I read into the stock market. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't even know. I kind of like it. I mean, yeah, we're having fun. That's true. Stock market's fun, right? Everyone's having a great time in the market right now. Yeah, good. So the what's our super strong friend Harry Blob saying? Filthy variation S11 R11. Where's S11? S11. Yeah, right now this seems odd timing. Maybe you meant somewhere earlier. R11. S13. Oh. I mean, yeah. Regardless of the timing, this is huge. If black takes this stone, right, Paul? Then we get to play here, and black's looking a little bit in trouble.
A little
sussy baka.
So
because eating the stone is not sufficient for life, and it looks like they can't
infinite bamboo
quite make life here as well. And I mean, we have to assume kind of white's not dying here, but yeah, that move, this combo here, wow, S13 is super ouchy. Filthy, actually, as they say. I love it.
I mean, despite maybe Eric losing, well, I don't know if that's official yet, but I love the ambition of his moves. I love his fearless style.
Right.
So.
Right. I agree. Fearless style. Oh yeah. Here's where the game actually is. Let me delete my Garbo variations. They're ahead of the game. All right. Yeah. So yeah, Ton J said Eric's getting crushed. It's alive, but S15 is a semi-sente. S15 is semi-sente. Ah, I see. Might have to have a Harry Blount back on to commentate some more because we've seen a lot of really cool moves here that we're not seeing. I do want to take a quick break, get some water. Are you thirsty?
Sure.
Yeah. And then come back and check out the other game, and then maybe we'll find some other commentators to come on and chat if other people are available. So, but yeah, it looks bad for Remi. Let's do for Eric here. Let's do a quick score estimator. White ahead by almost 30 points.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, the bottom group's captured.
Because the bottom group's captured, yeah. So that is not good. Not good to have be in that scenario. But again, I've seen bigger swings. Oh, we got to move. We got to move out of white, playing solid to keep it dead. Out of Alex here. Understandable. Yeah, if you're ahead by 30, you don't need to play too much stuff. Positive down to comments. Yeah, positive. Maybe we'll bring you in. That'd be cool. I love that. Yeah. I'll reach out Discord shortly. And then the other thought is, if Eric loses this, that means he'll go to the loser's bracket. If we assume Remi loses, that means it's going to be Eric versus Remi.
That would be super exciting.
Well, it would be, except for that means they both can't become pro. So then if Eric loses, we really need Remi to win his game.
It's true, but it's very unlikely that they meet in the finals. So if we won a game against them, them against each other, this may be the only way.
We don't. I mean, if you're trying to root for Eric and Remi, what you want to happen is you'd want Remi to win his game, Eric to lose his game, and then Remi plays Alex and beats Alex, and then Eric has to struggle through and beat Alex and Kevin, and then we both have Remi is the first pro, and then Eric is the second pro.
Well, that would be ideal.
That'd be ideal.
From our viewpoint, but
right. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But who knows? I mean, I've seen cheesed out wins before. Actually, Eric was losing horribly to, not horribly, but not pretty bad to Kevin, and then totally just slaughtered the win rate graph and started to come ahead, and then lost his lead in endgame. So just beat Kevin and Alex.
Yeah, just beat them.
Yeah, it's simple. Classic. All Eric has to do is just beat Kevin and Alex. No big deal. Yeah, so actually we got some moves here. Got a little bit of moves here. Black pushing in, white saying, no, you can't save this group. Black saying, I want to save this group. Wow, is that possible? No way. Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa.
Hold.
Dude.
If Eric saves this, that would be insane.
Albert Yen commenting on OGS saying he's a white Lee Sedol. He's just like AI AlphaGo. He's bested AlphaGo with some trick moves here. If you remember Game 4. So go Dave in OGS chat. Oh, go Dave abandoned us. He's in OGS chat. Ooh. He's saying that white's still probably good. NAGF 4 is actually still commentating while they're recording their game. They're actually like giving variations in chat. That's funny. Wow. Oh, wait. Yeah, you guys can see my variations, right? Yeah, white should have blocked this way if they wanted to be safe. So that's kind of what Albert Yen's saying. Albert, by the way, is going to be coming on Thursday, I believe, to commentate the finals. So we'll have Albert much the day Thursday, which was super cool. So you know Albert, right?
Yeah.
Super strong player, wins all the tournaments. People keep asking, hey, Albert, why aren't you trying to become a pro? And we'll just have to find out on Thursday, see what he says. I think your analysis page so well. So yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna leave this live game running here. I'm gonna step away, get a drink of water real quick, take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, chat. We'll be right back and talk to you soon. And we're back. Hey, chat. Abandoned you there, but looks like some absolute madness just happened. Also, I was playing out some random variations. You probably saw. But yeah, it looks like blacklist. I mean, this isn't the next move. This is like, just showing you that these stones are dead, which means black is alive. Although, maybe black wants to try and live like this to also connect groups and settle them. Looking at this, though, giving a score estimator here, black is ahead. So amazing. Eric may have literally just brought back a completely lost position and lived again, which is incredible. Where we're streaming from? We're streaming commentary from Columbus, Ohio, at the Baduk House. You can see this incredible logo below here, created by Javier, one of the Baduk House residents, and live with 6 other people playing Go all the time. And volunteering efforts like this to make the Go community better. That's my main goal with Baduk Club. So I actually said, hey, instead of renting out my rooms and making money, because if we get with money, I should instead just fill my house with the Go players, and then we can do awesome Go stuff together. So that's what I'm up to. Actual game, though, is this move. Wow. Okay.
So wait, Eric actually saved his group.
Eric actually saved his group. No, actually saved his group. Yeah. So, Eric actually saved his group, and now is ahead, according to AI. Or is slightly ahead. He's come back.
Wait, what happened when we were gone?
Let's look at it. So this whole sequence here, and I'm sure there's some deep analysis. According to a very, very strong player, this is a move to kind of put the nail in the coffin. But Alex played a mistake, potentially a blunder here.
Huge blunder. Game deciding blunder.
Black pushed through. And when white went here, was able to kind of make white decide, what do I actually care about, right? If white plays like this, then white does connect here, but we have to worry about this white group kind of coming under attack. And will it die, and maybe it dies first. Maybe this must be something like what they're thinking. So instead, white does this to kind of be safer, right? Because now you have Miai. If black extends here, you can kill him like this, which would be pretty exciting, right? And then you're pretty safe and happy. And if black extends here, which is actually almost what happens, black did push here first once, and then push here first once, get the Tari on white stones, because if white goes here, black gets out this way. But this is a little greedy. If this happened, I think this move that we talked about earlier could have been really good for white. So let black out. Black still only has one eye, and you murder black. But I guess
it's hard to let black out.
The pressure is on here, because the pressure is on here in that this white group is actually under attack, right? And how many eyes does this white group have, right? The answer is 1. So it could die actually. So I guess white can try to run out here. But yeah, this kind of feeling is happening where we're struggling about what group's important, what group's not important.
Well, yeah, it's easy from our standpoint, but just say, oh, the AI says the group is dead. Just play super safe, make sure it's dead. But from the player's standpoint, in a huge game, feeling lots of pressure, they don't necessarily know 100% sure if a group is dead or not. Because there's complexity, right? So I feel like maybe Alex, under some pressure, not 100% knowing the situation, given we were given the information, played the way he did.
Yeah. So to Mike Kyle's point, now saved all 3 right HS groups, right hand side groups, and super awesome kind of position to be in. So I think the walls are better than the AI gives it credit for. Yeah, that's a good point too. So I did say AI kind of said, given the score right now, black's ahead. But it's also kind of noticing white gets no points here, which, hey, giant white wall on the outside, totally gonna be worth some points. Sorman, good point. I agree with you. All right, so we'll squeeze in one more white move and we'll switch over. This is kind of the current game state. So we walked away, took a little break, and we're seeing that Eric is back in it while we took a short break.
Very exciting. We thought this game was over. Yeah. We went and got a drink of water, and now Eric's back in it. and it's like within a point apparently. So
Paul was saying too, he's like, Devin, I can kind of feel it from you. You're low energy, man. You're feeling sad. I was like, yeah, it was, but it's super exciting. This is, well, I'm almost actually, if anything, I'm running like adrenaline. Like I'm almost like I've gone too many ups and downs.
Yeah, it feels like Eric was out of it. Now he's back. It feels like if we were there for the moment, we'd be like, oh my gosh, But
yeah. The room, of course, is completely quiet. Paul was like not just not invited; he was banned. Okay. Paul watched us live, and he'd be like, okay. But yeah, we can scream together because they can't hear us. So, Magi Assist, I imagine Alex knew what he was doing and some sort of plan or reason. Good point. Yeah, Magi Assist. Alex is super strong here. I mean, again, maybe missed a bit of a chance to just put the nail in the coffin. But I think Alex is certainly not out of it either. I mean, Alex has a great position to be playing from the wall. And Alex is a very strong player, potentially a stronger player than Eric. So, just because somebody kind of climbed back up doesn't mean it's over for you, So, just wants the game, keep the game interesting for spectators. Yes, that's actually the meta goal. It's actually all for us, all for our benefit. So, okay, great. Let's switch. Switching now. Back over to our friend Remi and our hopefully one day friend Kevin. I would love to meet Kevin, become friends with him. If you exist in the Go community and you want to be my friend, it's not too hard. Don't friend me on Facebook. I don't know you. Send me a message, maybe. We'll talk about stuff, and then you can friend me on Facebook. Or come to one of my events. Go to the Go to the Go Congress. You go to Go Congress?
Yet to be determined.
Yet to be determined. Paul might go to Go Congress. Come meet us, have fun. So I'm obviously trying to rope him in. We have a van of people traveling from Ohio out there, so it should be a good time. All right, so this is the current state. Wow, they're blitzing out some moves here just now. They're fighting Co. That's why. That makes sense.
So last time we left this game, the black group in the center had some questions, some big question marks. The life of the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we can do assessment. How is it looking now?
Yeah. So
some moves.
Here's where we left it. Yeah, just to kind of remind you guys, we're really worried about this white group, this black group, and this black group, and this black group. Kind of worried about all of them, So it's not feeling super good. Just to kind of see where we are, pop to the future. Oops, that's not the future. That's the past. Weird. The past is the future. Interesting. We'll do it this way. Looking at it now, it kind of feels like
there's some space.
There's
some eyes. It looks like there's some eyes to me.
Yeah, let's get some helping things here. Got a little smiley face for black. Got a smiley face for black, and let's go a smiley face for black. The key though is actually this code that they're fighting. Code here, it's super important. Why, you might ask, is because the white group is in trouble here. Looks like if black takes away this eye, black can't make an eye over here, and so white needs to connect out, but maybe white can't connect like this. So the only way for white to live here is, by winning this co ? Not in this case. If this happened, the co would mean nothing. But something like this is going on. So wow, it actually might be a game. What if?
So we left. Both games we felt like, oh, Remi's doing so well. His center group, oh no, Eric, oh his group. Come back. Both games have had huge swings here.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, did they play my move? Yeah, Black's trying to kill. Remi wants to murder
Alpha Blood. Here we go.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Here. Okay, all right, let's go back and see how we got here, though, because this is super exciting, but definitely a different game than we left it. Okay, here we are. Here's where we left it. Black peeps to cut. Totally valid. White connects. Oh.
A little premature there, I think.
Yeah, I think I made some predictions.
I know what you would have played.
Yep. So white does not connect. If you want to visit, send me an email, and I'll invite you guys over. So, and Leo, of course, if you live in Columbus, we do have Go Club every Thursday and Sunday. You'll meet us there. So yeah, coming up. All right, so we got Whiteley in the corner first, I guess. What if the AG is possibly fully known the team's Not sure what you mean, thank you, and or me, but it should be publicly known what the pro stuff is. It's actually NAGF instead of AGA, but NAGF is really just a branch of the AGA and the CGA kind of coming together. So different people, but technically different people, but also the exact same people. So, all right, so
I find this move interesting actually by white.
Yeah.
By coming at S6. They sort of lose Sente in a way, or at least it feels that way to me, because after black blocks, they, have to extend backwards, and then black can just sort of play away here. So if I were white, it feels like on the board, I mean, of course I'm not a pro, but I would be more thinking about keeping with building the left moyo and trying to disconnect the upper black group from the left corner.
Yeah,
this is what we were looking at.
We were looking at this kind of move earlier, saying like, hey, get strong with the options on the top to live, which actually looks like white's now struggling for life here. Keeping, if you have those options, then you can attack black more thoroughly here, and that might be a better idea. So yeah.
I find it interesting that white thought that was the most important spot on the board.
Yeah.
And it sort of loses Sente.
Well, I think it's the same idea though. So instead of attacking black's group here, white's attacking the corner group, and we're going to get that, but it loses Sente. The thing is though, this kind of loses Sente too. I mean. Well, maybe not, because you have to pull back. So, but maybe it just doesn't work and loses Sente in that way. But yeah, I don't know. I like your move though. I like your move, Paul. So come here, lose Sente. Black making some good shape for life. Black peeping for life. Black living in the corner. White fixing the peep. Ooh, I like this. So I said connecting against the peep, right? Earlier, but this is kind of slow, and we do want to deal with the group on the top. So you can actually connect against the peep this way. I mean, black can push and cut.
No, I love this by white.
But it's much more active to do this way. You got to be careful that you can't play the ladder because there's no ladder. But actually, you can kind of see like black's still trapped no matter what. Yeah. So it's not. It's much more active to get this turn here, which is cool. To fix the cut and put pressure on black. Black jumps out.
There we go.
Ooh, Pumenamana. Does S6 lose Sente though? Yes, S6 did lose Sente. Let me give you an example why. So here, white had to pull back, which means it's black's turn to play. If white didn't lose Sente, white could have come back here, some critical move, and then black does that, and now white's happy. But of course, the problem is, why play the S6 move if it's going to die? But now, yeah, again, I would have been putting all my white stones to kill this black group, right? It does feel weird to me. The thought, though, is that the weak white group, so black can't attack at Q10. So, yeah, I guess one way for black to get stronger and live 2 is to do some mischief kind of around these parts. Well, it's not here yet, but mischief around these parts to actually attack white's group. Let's see, what attack is even possible? I don't even know. This group doesn't feel attackable to me, but Sormon's pretty strong. Sormon's like a 3/4 Don, so I think that's respectively true that there is a little bit Aji here for white as well. So we got a weak group touching a weak group. It's hard to kill. So white says, I'm going to get stronger. That's going to let me kill the group. So, yeah, I'm not sure black can ignore something like S4 or 3. S4. Oh, later. Yeah. It would keep. I would have to go keep Sente 2 and black suited for this. Yeah. So maybe something like this is magic. Like I said. All right, let me read it harder then. Yeah, I'm not sure black can ignore something like S4 / R3. Yeah. True. And then it would keep Sente and keep Sente. Yeah, black has to deal with this, and then you can maybe this one black deals with this, and you can scoop it out in a more active way.
So I think what they're saying is after the S6 move, I think they're saying white keeps Sente because black sort of still plays locally back. They fix a problem, and I think they're saying black's move at N6 here. I think they're saying that's not like black if they felt like they could play anywhere, wouldn't play there. they'd play, you know, like we're talking about back on the left side of the board. So I think they're saying maybe the S6 moves in some sort of roundabout way forces black to come back and fix here.
Right. It's kind of like delayed Sente in a way. Right?
Yeah.
Like it left black a little bit of a local situation, but then white got to gain Sente back and strengthen their stones in the meantime. Yeah. Leo, thanks for the offer to donate. If you want to donate, yeah, go to Badu Club on the top of the page. There's a donate button. You can definitely donate. Yeah, trying to just spread Go throughout the world, the map, and then sell affordable Go boards online, and then working with Solomon as well to bring some really incredible Go boards from Japan, some vintage equipment. Solomon actually treats a lot of that himself sometimes, refurbishing it, bringing it back to life, which is super cool. To these old beautiful wood boards should last many generations, and so restoring them and making them available to you guys is one of the things we do. The AI Go boards on there in the store too, and then putting together tournament software to help people run tournaments, and of course doing this now. So Magi Sis can confirm scored a great vintage floorboard from Badu Club. Thank you. Glad to hear it.
Thank you.
Good to hear your review. So yeah, if people want to support us, you can donate directly, which is great, and also we sell cool stuff. I just want to support pro Go players. Oh, thank you. Well, we're a bunch of hobos living together. So
also, I think this is a new Twitch stream, right? Like it just started, which means it's probably not affiliate. So potentially, if Baduk House keeps streaming, they'll become affiliate, and then you can just donate to the stream.
Yeah,
so.
That's cool. That's cool. Nice logo, Devin. Thank you. I don't know which logo you're talking about, but the Badu House logo, the new one maybe, is created by Javier. He literally just threw it together, and super cool way to get the house. We're not actually the North American Go Federation. We're streaming on their behalf. Their logos, this direction up there at the top right, and then that was nice. I don't know who designed that one too. And the Badu Club, that is my logo. Okay, so going on from here. So learn like Javier. I agree. He just walked out of the room, but he's Javier's the best. But a lot of good people asked. Okay, so we got some pressure reassigned here. White building territory on the left-hand side and getting pressure on the black's group. Making good shape. Oh, hey, Javier. Yeah, Badu House logo is incredible. Playing good table shape here, fixing the cut. Because now that black has the stone at F9 here, the tiger's mouth, it just feel a little bit better to have maybe to cut. Black getting some life at the top. There's two ways to live. You can get out, right? Something like this magically, which looks super weird, kind of fun shape. I don't know if that's a thing. But then white gets points. Or, yeah, you take a move at the top, and you're getting points, and you're getting life. Like, if white plays this move, as nifty of the shape as it is, it's not really making any points, so it definitely feels.
Well, yeah, I feel like that D8 move by black is like a jumping dog or like a horse galloping. If you kind of can see that.
Yeah, honestly, I almost want black to play this gorgeous move.
Like it's just beautiful, just the leaping type of move.
Yeah, Japanese style. Like who cares about points? Just and who cares about winning? But just like wow, what a gorgeous move. The leaping dog. Look at this, and this move here. Scared white.
Yeah.
So, because there's some Aji, as you mentioned earlier, that C15 stuff. So, a lot of Aji here. I wonder why. I mean, let's explore quickly. If white plays away, what magic happens? Right, white plays this gorgeous move, of course, separating, and then black does something cool like this, maybe. If white blocks this way, you see how black scored a good situation. If white blocks this way, you can see how black is scoring also a good situation, and actually kind of counter pressuring white here, because these stones, if white tries to rob black space, then black can actually attack kind of white, something like this.
Well, yeah, I think something like this needs to happen because I don't know if I'm right, but just looking at the board, I see white has, big left-hand corner and then two little size edge moyos. And then I look at black's points and I'm like, where are they? So if I had to make a prediction, I think white is winning.
Right. White just takes more points than wins. Actually, let's do a little estimator right now. Check our prediction.
Yeah, white by 16.
Perfect analysis. Yeah, black spent a lot of time living, but didn't make as many points here, and then white can really exploit that.
So the score estimator, of course, has black as white having all the top left corner points, but in your variation, maybe there's a way to scoop it out. Hopefully there's some magic, because black is going to need some magic.
Yeah, the problem is, though, with my variation is white doesn't play here, plays away, then black scoops.
So we need white to pass.
Yeah, we're just looking for white to pass. Yeah, it's a safe move. A safe move, white's ahead, just be safe and win the game. Is what white's thinking, but again, we kind of did see a co happening, erupting later, so maybe it's not so safe. Black taking away some white points here. That's exciting. Wow, that's a huge string of points. Back to square estimator. Nope. 2 point loss by white, because white also solidified. So, my thought here is that, my intuition might be
that white had that whole thing.
This is just like solid white, right? But the reality is the black stones are right here, so there's no way that point can become white, right? So black kind of maximally invaded. Now my thought is, though, why not peep? But I think this doesn't work because you have some magic like this, and actually, boom. This would be
now that whole group's coming under attack.
Whole group
X that out, black's winning the game.
Yeah, this would be absolutely massive for black. So this is why we didn't see this kind of push situation here by white, because it would be super bad. So white protects that group, right? Black could pull back like a wimp, but white gets this. It's too nice. So we're really, it's go. We're pushing the cutting edge. So we push again. If white does this, it's actually the exact same variation, basically. Maybe not. White just connects, question mark.
And then there's two stones, look a little rough.
Maybe there's something here. Boom, boom. Yeah, like this. So black can invade even more. So white loses more points with this variation, so that's really bad. So yeah, white has to defend kind of again. Maybe I'm missing something here, right? So push, maybe there's some sort of hane here, this way. It feels weird. But white was a critical move for white. So, but black connects back, and then white takes the points they have. So it's a little bit of reduction by black in Sente, which is great. So Sente reduction by black. Black's needing that. Black's behind still. Black peeps. Wow, this peep is interesting. So what does this peep mean to you?
Well, I mean, clearly black. The threat is if white doesn't connect and black pushes through, then the bottom, or I guess on the top of the board, that those 4 stones are coming under threat.
Yeah. White can't, Tanuki right now, because this cut here is going to be pretty bad for whites. In that life isn't even guaranteed, as we saw later, for these stones. So if something like that happens, that'd be obviously devastating. But it's more. So black knows white's going to peep here or connect, right? So then the question is, why did black do it? Why didn't black make that exchange if you knew it?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My only thought is black makes this exchange to reduce white's eye potential.
To attack.
Because black is trying to attack all of this still. And there's a bit of a cutting situation here, so we might be seeing that happen.
Maybe black knows they're behind. Maybe they did a little counting by 2s, a little of that action. They're like, I need to make something happen.
Yeah. But also, because it normally feels like Ajikeshi, but timing-wise, it might be good. So yeah, black's just a little behind and going to do some magic, right? Right. So all right, black goes here, again, leading for the Aji of that stone, right? Classic moves. We see the, hit back, right? White didn't get greedy, though. White didn't need to do this. In fact, I think if white did this, it doesn't quite work, because we can kind of see
there's problems.
There's some problems, like this. White can eat the stones, but now white's been scooped out pretty effectively. Maybe there's even more cool things that could happen, but going on top seems dangerous, so just be safe. White goes here. If white plays away, you get this free hane, and then this stone looks kind of silly and bad. I mean, actually maybe even like this, and then you can't ignore it for too long, I guess. But it's something like that. So white says, I'm not even going to worry about that ever. Black again, just milking the Aji of the stone.
Someone in chat actually pointed out this very move way earlier in the game, talking about the Aji juice of that stone, and finally that lemon is being squeezed, and we've got a little lemonade produced from that dead stone.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So it's good. And then this is the right follow-up. You give up that stone, but you get free outside moves, which is nice. So black shape's looking a lot better. Black feeling much more settled. Whoop, and we skipped ahead somehow. Oh, maybe there's a incorrect branch at the very beginning. What happened? Oh yeah, with the move 40 situation. So this is the next move, which is it's played out of sequence. I see in the game. Okay. Aji juice, the superfood. All right, so skipping forward still in the game tree. Okay. So boom, and then now's the time.
This is the big moment. We're cutting white. White's huge top white group there is coming under attack.
Yeah. Thank you, One-Eyed Dragon. One-Eyed Dragon. I get it. I was thinking Oni Dragon. Like here's like my Oni-chan Dragon or something like that. No, One-Eyed Dragon. Okay, I get it.
One-Eyed Dragon is good for Seki.
Yeah, it can be. Could die also. Layout's incredibly beautiful. Again, another Javier classic here. We're exciting game. So again, the L move, right, kind of predicted this. But black did a lot of good strengthening moves first.
And can we look at the score estimator before this move? Because I think black, like we were talking about, is still behind. Okay, black edged out. They were losing by 16.
Right.
They've crawled back 6 points, but still down by 10. And we're getting towards the end of the game,
right.
So that's a lot.
Yep.
And this is the chance. Black needs to make something happen, some magic, and here we go. This is black's idea.
Yeah.
So
this is the chance, right? So black's going for the big kill. White says, I don't want to die. Right. So it's simple. This move here gives kind of a good eye potential for white because white has been basically cut off, and now we're going. If white wins the ko, just to give an example, white has 2 eyes and is like has eyes everywhere. Plenty of eyes. So winning the ko for whites is simple life, but
if black wins the ko, then that group does not have 2 eyes.
Right. So white threatens to live, saying, "Hey, ko, doesn't matter if I just live." Black says, "You can't live." White says, "Okay, then I'll live with ko." Black makes a ko threat, trying to take the bottom left away from white. Right. This definitely would be potentially a 10-point loss.
I would be a coward here, and I would fill the ko.
You did this? Yeah. So the question though is, let's say you capture, you don't fill the ko. Capture, and let's do the square estimator from here. Oh, still white up. Oh.
So simple, right?
Simple. Well, okay, not so simple. How do you feel with this white group? How many eyes does it have?
Okay, true.
Maybe white's feeling a lot of pressure as well. It's hard to kill, actually. I don't think it's too killable. Let's score estimator now after some reductions. White's still ahead. So maybe white should have... Paul's positional judgment on point. Yeah, I think Paul's just, this is why he's helping me out. I brought in 8-Dan Paul. This is 8Q, that's just a typo. Paul's actually an 8-Dan. Maybe capturing was the way. Maybe this code threat was not big enough. Small challenge, I'll eat them. I love chat. You guys are hilarious. He responded because Kevin is not the type to back down.
Yeah.
Kevin says this ko.
You can't give your opponent what they want.
Yeah, can't give my opponent what they want. So black takes the ko. White stands to live. Black has to say, this is the idea, right? Don't live. White keeps the ko going. Black continues this idea of the ko threat, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough.
Now, does white capture? White still doesn't capture. Maybe white knows.
Kevin's not backing down.
Maybe white knows that they've got the more ko threats, and in the end they can just win it anyhow.
I think so. I think this is exactly what's going on here. And I did see some strong people in the chat saying this exact thing in the OGS chat of, white knows they have more ko threats. Black can't possibly make up enough here to make it work. All right, white actually ends the ko. Interesting. Did they have time to count ko threats? Mike, I think they do. I think they have a really long time, although they might have been in overtime by this point. We are pretty late in the afternoon. They started at 2:30. But look at this move. So white says, fine, fill your ko. And with this move, I live, question mark.
Quite well. It's not obvious to me, but it's an interesting idea.
Let's look at
they read it out. They're like, I've got 2 eyes.
Black does this move, white just connects, and now it's alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Easy.
Easy. Or black says no connecting, and then
it looks like you got a second eye there.
Yeah, it looks like white has a second eye. Maybe not actually. Whoa, reading's hard. Nope, it's second eye.
Yeah.
Right? Which one? Yeah, second eye. So, look at that. So,
Three eyes.
So many eyes. Eyes galore. So yeah, it looks like I played this one. This is better shape. So exactly this is what happens. Black threatens to take away that eye, and then white connects. Now the thing is, white has been chilling in the co. White didn't want to give it up because white knew they had this move and this move.
So yeah, if white can stay alive and keep black from penetrating into their bottom moyo there, then that's the best of all.
That's definitely the best situation.
And now I'm assuming white would still have a nice, healthy 10-point lead, something like that.
Right. So the question though, score estimator again. Yeah, let's check the lead.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
Wait. Crawling back steadily and slowly.
Right. And the thing too is, these stones kind of getting marked, and we did see the cut coming up. And white lost some points. Black made a little bit of points, and made a little bit of points down here. So
the co is good.
Potential points. So the co black milked the co to get to crawl back. He didn't milk it for a kill. It looks like he was milking it to gain points. That's exciting. So we got the cut. Yep. Extend. Classic moves. Hane underneath. Sure. Reductions. Kind of end gamey, but this is the end game. It's very Sente end game. Black has to respond. Sente end game. Black has to respond. And then play away. So again, white's trying to come back.
These Sentes are huge, given a close game in the end game. So
yeah. Paul knows
those 3 jabs right there. Those are painful. Like when you know it's starting to get close, and then in the end game, your opponent has Sente. The little jabs add up. It's so painful.
Super true. So yeah, I think we're seeing some big stuff here. C13 seems so much bigger. C13. Oh yeah! Wow, C13 is just chilling on the board. So imagine a move like this. Black.
A little snaky snake.
I mean, it's not too much reduction by black.
It's a little snaky snake.
Actually, no, it's a huge reduction by black. What's going on? This would be crazy. Leo, thanks for joining us. Take care. See you at the club sometime. This would. Oh, and the great amazing shape happened. This would be killer.
The leaping dog.
Living dog.
We've named it.
I think actually. So Sormon, to answer your kind of your insight here about it being big, black would play it, but it's actually illegal move and go. Black's actually unable to play this move. It's not actually a valid position.
It's the empty triangle.
Yeah.
Even if it lets you win, you must not play. It's resignation.
But maybe you're saying white should play it, which to your point would be good. I mean, white can just keep black out, but then I guess black can reduce in this kind of way. So it's hard to find the same.
Escort out of the building. Exactly. They bring out the stretcher. Just paralyzed immediately for playing it.
I think Matches is playing more in handcuffs. Just play the moves like you broke the law. We're gonna have to.
You're right. The cops are showing up.
The cops are showing up for this. I have to learn the rules sometimes. That's why I can't become a turn character. Yeah, exactly right. It's also Elephant's Eye, and always play the Elephant's Eye.
That's my proverb. The proverb that I've created is always, no matter what, playing to
Chat's too strong. It's literally almost like an Uno. It's like we're playing Uno, and I'm like, hey, reversed, you can't play into triangle. And then Chat's like, reverse, it's actually an elephant eye, like reverse my reverse. Back on me. Elephant Eye is a good move. You're right. I like Elephant Eye. Yeah, I'm very surprised they didn't play this actually. Now that Sormon's pointed out, I mean, I don't even.
Maybe they're in Byoyomi. Even if they were in Byoyomi, 1 minute per Byoyomi.
I can see the move. Yeah, it seems big. We get a capture here though, and maybe somebody beats him over there. Okay, putting some endgame moves up here. This move probably threatens to cut and kill. Yep. Okay, so white protects because it's threatening to cut. Black peeps. And what do you when you peep?
Well, in this case, we play C13 because we can give up those couple stones.
Yeah,
Because this is too big.
No. You gotta peep connect. Gotta connect. And then push. Trying to just reduce white, get Sente. This direction seems weird to me too, though. I mean, just gosh, C13's chilling. I wonder if we just.
I wonder if there's something we're missing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. Looking at the different game tree here.
Wrong game tree?
Well, no. So somebody replayed the game tree to fix the move situation earlier, but it looks like they left out C13. So let's go back here. It looks like.
Okay, that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah. So okay, this happened.
Oh, it was there from the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, remember the
Kasumi. We were so excited about all our Kasumis.
Okay, yeah. Whatever happened in the new game tree? They left out that move. Yeah, and obviously no move's bigger. So.
But clearly, chat being very alert, very aware.
Yeah.
Looking at the game objectively, these might be almost professional players, but chat says, "Oh, I see better move. They're not playing," and calling it out correctly.
Yeah, well done, chat. Good call. Chat's calling it out. C2, yeah, it's right. That's how they captured the stone in the beginning. Yep. I remember that now. Yeah, it was baffling. Like, why weren't they playing it? Okay, so we're back on track. Block reducing endgame moves. Yeah, of course. I mean, we all knew that, right? Endgame moves. Big endgame move by white. Yeah, this move feels slow. I mean, I would definitely kind of block here, and white plays there. It's only a point, right? Not a big deal. So I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, these moves are huge, right? Considering that we think it's a close game. So.
Right.
These moves could determine the whole fate of the game. These little moves.
Yeah, from right here, let's just see this. White says Squarespace says white's ahead by a lot. So maybe all those endgame forcing moves white got.
Well, yeah, white got all the jabs first.
All the jabs.
The first one to get the jabs is the more painful way to go.
So kind of playing out some endgame here. It's looking rough. Good move by black, of course, right now. J17.
That is illegal move. The cops are being called.
Officer, what's your problem? Somebody playing a triangle? Chat is greater than pro. I think chat is greater than pro. It's kind of a fact. Again, a lot of reducing moves here, but and this is the end. And I think.
Resignation maybe?
It might be resignation. Thanks to players and reporters, says the person based on the other performance. GG's in the chat. Yeah, looks like the result is Remi resigned.
I mean, I feel like we still have to give it to Remi because he may have been down, but he was trying to find ways to bring it back, and he found some ideas to attack that top white group. He most at the certain point his whole center group seemed uncertain, and it seemed like he kept fighting. So despite maybe the loss, I felt like his fighting spirit continued for the whole game.
Right. And I got to say too, really good sportsmanship on Remi's part, realizing he's down right now and not trying to cheese out a win. I mean, we've seen some games where the players, understandably, super important tournament, wants to cheese out a win. Now, I will say this game a little less pressure because this game doesn't really change the result of the tournament for any one player. But unlike the last games we were watching, the round robin. But still, I mean, respectful decision to call it here, and I thought Remi, played a great game, so super fun. All right, let's check on the other game, and then maybe they're done too. We'll end stream for the day, but we'll be back tomorrow morning 9:30 doing some more streams. So let's go check on Eric. How's Eric and Alex doing? Right.
And this game looks like. So few moves compared to the other one.
Right. What's even going on? I kind of forget, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is the end. All right, let's go. That's where we're at. So
yeah, basically, after the right side groups were resolved, the big question mark was, can white use its huge left side wall to build points in the center? I feel like that's the big question mark.
Yeah. So let's find out if that's true. God, Eric looks dead as heck. Yes, Overlord Whale, that was the case. Probably back here. For these, basically, yeah. It's like, man, Black's dead. Like, GG. Like, poor Eric. Alex got him. Black played this move. Kind of surprising to me. I didn't see the magic here. We'll have to look at the AI or have strong players look at it.
This is why you always believe in Eric.
Yeah. Eric is good. But the thing is, though, this move, according to one of the strong players who was in the OGS chat, is a blunder. And then Eric managed to kill the stones here. Murder, which means now black's alive again. And he did so in a way also connecting all of his groups here. So black actually is very safe, which is good. But white,
however,
radiating influence.
That influence is insane. I mean, the influence is from the top of the map all the way to the very bottom of the map. Literally the whole board.
You can't get a bigger wall than that. So yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, hopefully white can use it. All right, so white, leans here, which is interesting. Earlier I mentioned kind of looking at this kind of move to undercut black. But in that case, I mean, black is like, fine, undercut me, sure, man. Like, I'm just gonna take.
Yeah, we gotta reduce that.
We gotta reduce. So like, there's no way that white's gonna play the normal move here. We're trying to kind of take the great art. Yeah, thank you. Like my art skills. I do love OGS. You can draw on the board. It's super fun. So white plays this kind of for the influence. Black playing to proactively reduce it potentially from the inside, and I guess aiming at some cut points. I mean, white bumps like this. Looking to do some magic here potentially doesn't work as far as I can tell. But hold on, what's going on here? Maybe there's some sort of cool variation like this that eats the whole top side, or even actually a variation like this could sneak out. No, it doesn't work either. I am not very good at reading quickly on the spot. But so.
And yeah, I'll also say
there's Aji.
The white approach towards the corner has the big idea of using the side stones, which took me a long time to understand. But you want to build the moyo from a distance, right?
Right. So we do see this move. Kind of feels good shape on these stones. Keeps them just kind of this way. Keeping maybe aiming for the influence if black goes under. Maybe we actually even do something like this crazy. Just let him have the top.
Feeling great as well.
Try to build that way. But okay, black, wants to give me eye for saving the stone and building the corner. White says can't come this way, bro. And actually, now that I'm saying all these words, I'm actually noticing these stones here for white are a little bit, could become under danger. I didn't actually think about it.
Yeah. Which would be nice for Eric.
Yeah, and actually, look, Eric's going for
it. Because it's easier maybe to attack that group. Eric's a good reader than like try to find a way to deal with all this influence, which seems sort of hard.
Right. All right. So we got this situation here. White's, of course, going to play the good shape here, playing the tiger's mouth, chomp, chomp, chomp. And black is going to, knowing Eric, play this move. Haha, just kidding. No, never. It's impossible.
We need a handcuffs emoji.
We do need a handcuffs in the chat, y'all. This move seems much more natural, and sure enough, that's the move. And we've actually seen this kind of happening multiple times. We feel like white can come between. But if white comes in between, we can do some fishy business here. Maybe something like this, maybe simpler, something like this, and just take the whole top side, which would be kind of too cool. There's a police car emoji. Thank you. Yeah. But luckily, black is not going to jail today because black played in good shape. White did not push through. White wants the influence. Actually, white wants to force black to, all right, now send the cops. Look, black didn't play that shape anyway, playing the empty triangle. So white's laughing all the way to the bank here. Oh, this is kind of what I was saying. Yeah, white's trying to take the outside man, this is crazy. Yeah, so literally, white says, go ahead,
huge, black. Biggest corner I've ever seen.
Take your cash money, and I'm going to, actually get all of this, which is even bigger. That is kind of insane plan. It feels like an insane plan because we got an entryway here. We got a little bit of entryway here, but there is some weaknesses for black here. I feel like I'm playing football, actually. I feel like I'm...
Well, I mean, to Eric's credit, what other idea does white have, right? White was saying, I'm going to build a moyo, and then Eric scooped it out, the whole thing, and then Eric also destroyed the bottom right corner, which was white's. It's what this is white's only idea.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, white's not too bad too because white has some reduction moves. Black's not gonna play this way, but here, we can kind of just see white can really reduce that top side a lot unless black fights kind of harshly. But there's maybe some issues with that, and so so it's
there's a lot of space.
A lot of space actually, and black's undercut. So the skirt, white's underneath the skirt of black stone. So So it's not too guaranteed. All right, so black, yeah, trying to come in, reduce that moyo, right? Can't let that happen. White saying, my moyo is mine, stay away. Black.
How are you? The players are communicating to us once again.
So I've left my computer open in other rooms, and so very kind communicators, and or this is me. This is I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, random person. Who's leading so far? Okay, well, we just in this game.
Well, it's the classic imbalance in Go where you've got Moyo player versus edge and corner cash money territory points. So it's like that imbalance, I think, is very hard to see who's winning until the game has developed very far.
Right. Right. Go as a conversation. Papa Snack makes a great point. Go as a conversation. This move by White is asking the question, "How are you?" It's beautifully done. So, I think someone, maybe Jay, was full of some pranks. Jay, brilliant job.
Is this Jay's account or no?
No, it's my account. My OG's account is open, like other computers. So who knows? So to solve the mystery, but we got. So who's leading? Let's figure it out. So black is feeling safe here. Black has some points up here. Black has some good potential up here, although this is not as potential. Black has some good points down here and could maybe connect this to make some points down here, which would be cool. But white's feeling big point energy in this area here. Solid point energy down here. And can I do two colors? I wonder. I could have done two. All right, I'll do that in the future. It's good. It's good. So we can do. Dante, I knew it. Recorded for time. So estimated score from here.
Can we get prediction first?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't look. Oh, it's fine.
It's ruined. Prediction's pretty even. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love games like this.
Yeah. So they're both playing great. Again, Eric pulled back from quite a loss here. White's center's pretty big. All right, so let's keep going. And
here we go. Here we go. You
okay.
think you got all those corner points? No. Those are not all yours.
Right. White was giving them to you, but they're not. This is an IRL tournament, doggy. Yeah, this is the North American Go Federation's Pro Qualification Tournament semifinals round. We are looking at the top 4 players. We just had 12 players overall. First 2 days, we whittled it down from 12 to 4. And these 4 people are. This round here is going to figure out how the pairings are decided for the next 2 days, and they're going to do best of 3 games, double elimination. Best 2 people, top 2 people win. So in the top 4 people at this moment are Eric Yoder, Alex Chi, Remi, Campagnie, and Kevin Yang. All 4 incredible players, so we're excited to see it. A lot of other great players played in the tournament, didn't quite get here, but understandably, because the whole field was super strong. It's happening at the New York National Go Center in DC. All right, here we are. White diving in, stealing black's points. Love it.
Oh!
Call the cops. I will say, though, this one doesn't feel as ugly to me. And the reason why is because I know the purpose behind it. If black tries to play a much more stylish move, black's going to get reduced, right? And probably not in this exact way. I'm playing very fast.
Yeah, so this empty triangle of resistance.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep the whole corner.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to scoop me out?
Yeah, you're not going to scoop me out. The problem is now white can try to live inside. Before doing that, though, white asks some questions over here. So we have an Aji. We'll deal with that later. Black comes over here and says, all right, how's this corner doing? Black says, this corner's mine. Thank you for asking. I also vote MidnightTheBlue. All right, just to be clear, guys, it says 8Q, but he's actually 8 done. So he'll definitely be there next time. All right, the
double honey.
Is it double honey? Yeah, double honey. It's kind of honey. I mean, this stone's not honey, so it's not really double honey.
I see.
But it is a
together.
It is a hit.
Reverse engineered.
Hit back, right?
Yeah.
Or reverse engineered double honey, right? And then we got cut, extend, protect. Sweet. I think the greedy thing to do would be to say this stone's dead, right? And we can see it is dead in the ladder, right? But if we actually try to keep it dead in the ladder, white can come and ruin black. So that would be pretty horrible. So we have to connect. So obvious moves here for black. Black connects and stays away from all that badness. White extends. So I think white though just scored a few more points, and that score estimator earlier, it didn't say black had a point here, but it also didn't say white has a point here. So white's making some cash here, but black saying, hey, you forgot the center, kind of big, bro. White says, yes, it is. You're right. Block, block, block. We don't want to double Hana here because it's, we get this kind of exchange here where we're pushing, tarring, and then connecting, and now we're kind of really just coming in anyway. So,
well, Overlord Whale makes a good point. Before, the left side, we're giving white the middle, not the whole left side, right? But now it seems like white might be getting that whole left side. So kind of interesting.
Yeah. Holy cow! This is the move in the game. So yeah, black says I'm coming in. Why did I think it was different? I saw this move. I think no, this is the game. This is my move. This is what's happening here. Game recorder, go back. I didn't play this move. Interesting. All right, we'll pretend this is the game still, but actually this might have happened in the game. So it could be some game issues. So, but this is the path that leads us forward. So let's keep going this way. Or the game recorder clicked this move, realized they didn't know what they're talking about, and then played this move. That I think that's what happened. All right, so here we go.
Keep changing.
Keep changing. But this is very large 5 brain. I agree. Close game. Very close game. Yeah, giving a score estimator from this point. Let's check. Oh, you want to guess?
Yeah, I'm going to say I feel like the tides are swinging a little bit. I think white might have had more potential earlier, but now that bottom is looking really big. I think black by 0.5.
We can only wish. But now, are you calculating, though, that white got this area and they didn't have it before?
Okay. Black, I double down. Black by 0.5.
All right, check the score estimator. Oh, it is really close. This is the closest I've seen it. So 2.8 for white. So white's ahead by a little bit. Alex Chi, ultra strong, prodigy here, kind of keeping his lead, but not by too much. Winner of this game plays Kevin for the first pro spot, right? Yeah. So Kevin, exactly. Kevin did win his game against Remi, and so whoever wins this game will face Kevin. If they beat Kevin in the next game, they become pro. If Kevin wins, Kevin becomes pro, and then the 3 of those guys have to duke it out for the losers bracket. Losers bracket, everybody here's a winner in this case. I mean, they're playing at the top of the nation.
So, just thinking about the psychology of this game, white felt like I assume they felt like they were winning at the beginning,
right?
And then they sort of felt like they threw, and Eric thought potentially his game was over, and then Eric found a way to bring it back.
Yep.
I feel like that gives Eric an edge for the rest of the game, because I know when I'm losing or I feel like I threw, sometimes it's hard to look at the game objectively. You start thinking about your past mistakes. It can be hard. And I feel like Eric, knowing that he's edging closer, it feels like Eric is edging closer and closer to feeling like he could be winning. I feel like that plays into Eric's advantage. I feel like as the game goes further and further, I feel more confident in Eric. I feel like Eric's starting to feel himself.
Yeah, when someone said in chat earlier, Eric kind of always doesn't have a great opening and then really comes back hard. And actually, looking at this move sequence here is kind of pretty exciting.
Here we go.
Black Hanes to save the stones. White obviously says, no way, Jose. Cuts. And black says, all according to my plan, though, bro. I'm going to cut you. You said your stone. And now
Wow, black said I scooped out 1 moyo. I can scoop out 2.
Now we activate this stone. Now, here's what the thing. We were saying that white had points there earlier. And maybe they did in this case. If black just does this move, white can come under and invite black to just sacrifice even more stones. But the problem is these 4 stones have a nice kind of effect with this guy here, and we can kind of get a feeling for black actually surrounding white.
Wow, this is exciting.
So that's kind of what's aiming for. So what will white do? I don't know, because this move does have. Actually, these are. I'm guessing moves here, but this is kind of what's happening here. I feel like I can relate to Eric in that way. I have a bumpy start and pull some kind of magic mid game. Yeah. I mean, this is Go, right? Go is crazy because you have to be on your game the whole game.
The whole game.
You cannot do well. You
can't do well the first 90%.
No.
It has to be 100%.
Right.
One slack move can cost the game.
Yeah. All right, so white doesn't do this move. White does this move. Same idea though, but it reduces black's liberties by 1, which is key. Probably key in this fight. He is the ultra hype man. That's literally why I brought him on. And this guy's so fun to watch. He streams too. He streams Midnight the Blue. You should look him up. Great streamer for Go. Anyway, so okay, black's doing this kind of version. He cuts here and then extends, and white plays this move. I do not know this move. So one option white could have had is to just
give up the stone. It feels like black wins then, because close game. Yeah. I think that is enough to swing it.
And actually, though, is it quite a give up? Because yeah, it is. Right, this would be black just barely wins that one. But there's probably some magic we're missing here. So this move might unlock the magic. Let's check. Now the problem is though, black gets a free move here. So and or black gets a free move here if they want it.
Yeah. We need to start doing some liberty counting of many groups here.
And this move also, you kind of see like if white doubles down there, they would kill these stones. So there's a lot of like, this move by white has to be really well read out because you can't play moves like that calmly. So many forcing options for black. Zaki, it's actually very common in streams. Yeah.
It's a lot harder when you're playing Joe.
That's true. It's like, watching it, we can get hyped and just be super excited. So, all right, so this is not the move. What's the move? This is the move. What?
What is that?
Call the cops.
Call the cops.
All right, I actually like this move. I understand why. Black is saying, hey, even if my stones die, I'm going to get this free move here and make white connect. And now black has a bigger corner, a bigger and safer corner.
Interesting.
Yeah, so black takes this nice move for points because we're really close to points for while the black stones are not dead, and then black plays. Oh wait, okay.
So I mean, black gets this bigger corner as you're saying with the b5 move. However, they blitz stones into the moyo, which now, if are eaten, are white's points. And white maybe needed some additional moves to solidify the moyo anyways, which seems like I think black may have lost more moves, points through doing this.
Let's check. Score Estimator agrees with your exact interpretation. Black went for some cheese, try to kind of squeeze out some extra points, and then actually ended up being a little behind.
Yeah, it's not enough compensation to play b5.
Right.
For losing those stones. Right. So this is bad. 10 points, we're getting towards the end game. I'm starting to feel worried for Eric again.
Okay, but look at this sneaky move. Maybe there's an activation move here. White says, hey, these are my points, and I'm saving my 2 stones. Black says, are you sure I'm going to come kill you? White says, yes, I'm sure, and I'm going to eat the stone now. Thank you so much. Black says, okay, because all I want to do is actually play this move for this secret.
Okay, we must activate that Anji. Oh my god. Okay, this is exciting. We gotta. Here Eric goes. Here he's bringing it back. All part of the plan.
All according to the plan. All according to the plan. Okay, this ladder doesn't quite work theoretically because, of course, one white connects. Oh wait, this is actually what happens for half the moves.
We're gonna play out a broken ladder.
But 2 white can capture at a time. Now this capture would be garbage by white because you see white's becoming a dumpling, and then actually even there's some issues attacking. I guess white can just save himself like this, but if white cuts, we I don't even know. I don't know what black's planning. I have no idea what black's planning. Let's see.
It's Eric. You just gotta believe.
Eric. Oh, I see what he's planning. Connect. Oh, wait, it's not this move. Okay. Oh, he didn't play the ladder. He didn't play on this side because white just connects and then like nothing happens. Like that's silly.
Yeah.
So he's tarring white to get the connection there. Nope, he doesn't connect there. Wait, does he connect? I would connect here.
I would certainly connect.
Yeah, but I'm not reading too hard. They're reading super hard. Boom. Does it work now? Does it work now? So look at this here.
Holy shoot!
If white just goes there,
we got a liberty race.
This is key. This move is Atari on white. White has to go here, and now black wins liberty race.
Oh my gosh! So, Eric's a master.
Eric's a master. So this move's key. So white needs to find a more active move than just the cut. Again, this move also doesn't do it. White needs to like play this move probably. Yep, because we're trying to keep these liberties low. But I think this move is Sente, right? Nope. Don't know what I'm talking about. Because then I was thinking we would see like this. What's happening here? Black plays this way.
Atari.
But black's just trying to get some juice. We don't need it all.
We don't need it all.
So capture, sure, and then yes, perfect. Save these stones. No, because unfortunately this is what would happen. Okay, I see it now. I see it now. Not a great co for black. Probably not even a co because we have double Atari and then die. Move error, suicide. Oh yeah, that's right. Just come gently from the outside and then
move air.
So we kind of looking at that to solve the issue. Okay, and this is key. This is key here.
Can't white capture the
white
dumpling now?
Capture the dumpling.
The 5 stones there.
Yeah, but I think the issue is like basically black couldn't have saved them no matter what. So we're not gonna.
At least we made some reduction, right?
We're not gonna play this move because then we lose everything. So yeah, we're gonna get some cash.
Well, yeah. Not only did we sneak in, but we made white play a lot of moves in their moyo.
Right.
In the meantime.
Now, here's the thing, though. We don't want to connect as black because then that's a chicken shit move. You want to capture the stone here because okay, apparently not. Wasn't the move. But typically, if you have a co, always capture first. White makes some co threats, you defend, you capture, and then if you ever want to be a chicken, you go back out first. But you always, make white play a co threat first, and just kind of get that out of the way. It's probably too small now, yeah. But either way, just play this move. They're not even going to fight the co. They're going to play somewhere else. To your point, it's not critical. But at least it's Sente because like if you did get a free move later, you kind of get this move too, Sente-ish. And now this goes more interesting. So, yeah, but actually, so what Five Brain is saying though is this whole sequence I think is black is reducing its Sente, which is cool. So yeah, white plays that, and then black plays away,
which is huge. I mean, this move is huge. Potentially, if white gets it first. I mean, we're talking this one move is a point swing of I don't know, at least 10 points.
So the co here, I said always take first. That's when you don't have a super cut, close cut game. If black takes here, white says sure, whatever, man. Comes over here. Black captures, like white's still fine on the top. Like white's not in trouble. So black's not achieving anything by kind of getting these 2 captures. Black's capturing like 2 stones. So it's kind of worthless.
So, okay, can we play our little game? After black's Sente move here, can I guess the score again?
Sure. Yeah. Christ, how have you guys kept the energy for nearly 3 hours? I will say I am dying on the inside, but for you, chat,
I'm feeling great.
Paul does that. Paul's hyping me up too. Actually, I'm getting hyped on Paul. So.
But okay, so this was a reduction in Sente, and white had to play moves in their moyo. Yeah. And those stones were captured anyways. So, and then black gets the Sente move. I think black's winning by 0.5 points. After all that,
I think Paul has a strategy that if he guesses black's winning by 0.5 points enough, it will be true. Yeah, so, yeah, Overlord Whale, another great streamer, streaming Mahjong. If you guys like Mahjong, check out Overlord Whale's stream. It's a long day. So, yeah, we're only at 2 hours, 53 minutes, although we did stream this morning. So, all right, estimate score, let's check.
Oh, I'm completely off. Okay, there's something I'm missing here.
Wait, what's happening? Why are the stones getting removed from the board?
If white by 20, there's something I missed.
Okay. Somebody's moving the game. Like whoever's in control of the game, control of the demo is moving the game. So I think we'll go with this branch.
I wonder why.
Okay, let's try again. Scratch right. But still, white by 20. Yeah, and that's what Zoggy was saying. You wonder why? Well, the problem is this top right. I think top left. Sorry, top left is not black's points. Is really what you're not estimating. If it's black's points, so here let's do some. Is it over?
Yeah.
Great. Wait, it's over.
It's so the winners and losers are confirmed.
Okay. Who's the winner?
Kevin and Alex are in the winners bracket.
Yep.
Eric and Remi are in the losers.
Thank you very much. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. And I think we reached the exact. If black could get this solid corner, estimate the score, white's still ahead. And that's too crushing, right? So that's probably where some of your estimating is coming off.
Yeah. Maybe so earlier the estimator wasn't showing us the top left or something like that. So
this move I mentioned earlier, so black gets to come over here. Black still, these stones are going to Eden. Black lost stones here, even though white filled on the inside, they all died. This corner's not solid, and then white just jumped in. And from here, Eric resigns. Yeah. Another respectful resignation. Eric did manage to cheese out that early success on the bottom right-hand group. Totally respectful, or totally understandable, because the game's a long game. You never know what's going to happen. But then the at this point, right, with being so far behind, it's too much. And so Eric, resigned. And again, this game, not the end of the world. They're still going to get to play tomorrow, but that means tomorrow we know the players. Alex Chi and Kevin Yang are going to show down to figure out who our next American Pro is. Again, it is a best of 3, so we won't know tomorrow unless it's a blowout. Unless one of the two wins both games tomorrow, we won't know who the first pro is. Tomorrow we'll also see Eric Yoder playing Remi.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
I'm going to tune in for that one.